Yo,
Yo, what's good, food? I literally just went live.
what's poppin'?
What's poppin', man? Chilling, chilling.
Uh,
I wanted to
You
talk
got an
some
echo?
Wano. Oh, it's an echo?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let me pull up the chat real quick.
Yeah, do you still hear it?
Now you're good.
All right, cool. Yeah. So we talked about the Wano stuff a little bit on I guess Matt's stream last night. Shout out to Matt. He had a late
Yeah, I
night
missed that
stream.
shit.
Yeah, had a late night stream. Talking about the Wano stuff. Talk about a lot of shit. Zero fanboy, Laz, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
I think San Z, forgot. But yeah, it was lit. But I wanted to talk about it on the channel today. I'm gonna get messages about this stuff with Dustin and Joy Boy. I mean, I guess I'll talk about it later. People already know how I feel about that, but wait, did you see it?
Yeah.
But what are you gonna say?
Nah, nothing. I saw it. You want me to ask my opinion on it?
Yeah, quickly.
I mean, everyone has the same opinion. Everyone thinks Dustin's fucking crazy. I mean, no one realistically thinks that Luffy can solo Big Mom. Like, there's a few people that think maybe Big Mom will fall, but like soloing is like an entire different story.
Yeah, the soloing is, where we, I don't agree with it at all. But hey, man, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But it was cool that Joy Boy joined to state his point, and I don't know, it was entertaining at least. But I mean, honestly, I didn't care that much because, I mean, everybody already knows how I feel about it as far as solo and Big Mom. But
Yeah.
I understand with Dustin, where it's like he just doesn't want his point to just get dismissed, like like he's retarded or something. So I get that. They say it's an echo.
Is it? I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Let me turn on the stream.
Is it an echo on stream, guys? But what's popping, guys? See Laz in the chat, Bow in the chat, Stebo, Aura, Devil. If you guys want to jump in, let me know. See Tyler. He said first watch videos from KOL to attacking the Brago. Not bad. Hey, it's lit. It's one of the most entertaining series. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, they say it's no echo. It's no echo. It's no echo.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wano. Let me read. I think Steve sent it to me. Not Steve. Bow sent it to me. Let me get it from Discord. Okay. So yeah, it says Otis says it will take another 1 to 2 years for One Piece to enter the Wano arc. He also says Wano arc will include an episode about Ace.
Which we mostly already knew that, to be honest, because
the 1 to 2 years.
No, the Ace part.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we knew we had to get something about Ace because, that whole thing with Ace getting the hat in Wano or whatever, and like we saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, you're right. You're right. As far as that's concerned, I expected something from Ace, at least, especially like kind of like a shout out to the novel as well. So I feel like they would tie that in as well. But as far as it being 1 to 2 years, what do you think about that?
I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I'm kind of in denial about it. Like, I really don't want it to be true because it's like Wano's supposed to be the next arc for like the past 3 arcs.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh man. A lot of people are saying like, oh, this means Reverie is going to be hype because there's more chapters.
Yeah.
But I don't really like that. I think Reverie would have been perfectly fine as like a 15 chapter arc, 10 chapter arc.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good, man?
I don't want it to be more than like
Ovi,
20
good,
chapters.
How you doing, bro?
Chilling,
So-
man.
What's up?
What's up, Devil? We were just talking about Wano being 1 to 2 years away.
Oh, yeah.
How you guys feel about that?
I don't really care, to be honest.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm not freaking out.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't mean that we get whole cake for another 1 to 2 years, I'm fine. Like,
I mean, the thing is a lot of people are hyped for Reverie, but I just have this like fucking. I mean, I know it's gonna be a good arc, but I just have this like fear that like there's just gonna be like 2 straight chapters of like fucking King Cobra talking about how he has like fucking arthritis or some shit.
2 chapters.
I can see that.
You know what would be hype though? Like now that there's potential for it to be longer, I really wouldn't be surprised if Dragon did actually turn up.
Yeah.
Like I really wouldn't.
Yeah,
Like,
he has to
be
at this
really
point
hype.
because I see Whole Cake maybe 10 more chapters.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 more chapters. So
I'd say
How
10
long
to
have we been saying
15.
that?
yeah.
I'd say 10 to 15.
Yeah, so 10 chapters, 10 to 15 chapters. Then once that ends, say mid-March or so, then we go to the Reverie, and I think with that is going to be a whole elaborate thing around it. We're definitely going to spend a bunch of chapters on introductions, and then we're going to get into the meat of it where they discuss Luffy. I know I saw someone, I forgot who said it. They were talking about a theory that the Straw Hats could go to the Reverie now because of how long it should be.
I hope so.
Man, the thing is like I was thinking about that, and like, oh man, I got so many things to say about like this in particular. But if the Reverie's a long arc, one, it would be fucking weird to have our first arc without Luffy in it.
Yeah.
And two, if Luffy is going to the Reverie, I don't think he would go on his own. So that would mean he would have had to get captured or something like that. If he gets captured by like Stussy and then fucking like Dragon safe.
I mean, I guess, but I don't see what the Straws would be doing at the Reverie.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
They say he's going to hitch a ride with a Vinsmoke.
Yeah, but why?
Are they even allowed at the Reverie anymore?
Well, I don't think anything from Whole
unless
Cake
snitches.
nothing from Whole Cake is we're going to really get out.
I think it just depends on whether or not the news get out.
Yeah.
The thing is, if the news gets out, doesn't Big Mom look bad?
Yeah, she does definitely.
Yeah, so it's like I don't think any news that's gonna show Big Mom in a bad light is gonna get out. To be honest,
I think that's the whole point of the arc, that all that bad news is gonna get out.
Wait, why don't
People
you
are
think
gonna
that?
Huh?
Sorry for interrupting. Why don't you think that?
Oh, because it's like at this point now, all the pirates they're playing damage control. So it's like if they're saying,
The
"Hey,
pirates are, but the Marines wouldn't.
Marines."
Yeah, like we got Stussy there. She's CP0. Why would she damage control that
So I
situation?
was thinking about big news. As far as I was thinking about
okay.
big news. As far as Stussy,
Is he considered a pirate though?
no, but I feel like he's the main way that the news would get out. I'm not sure how much Stussy would reveal.
Yeah.
What's
You think she would say a lot of stuff as far as like what happened there, and even like a lot of stuff that they said, it's like would the world government release it?
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
the
the
world
thing.
government would say they did it somehow.
Nah. Wait, who?
Like we made
No,
them
because,
homeless.
yeah, but who?
I don't know.
I mean, Laz
Public
is,
doesn't have to know. It was fucking Akainu that did it. You know.
They like, yo, CP0 agents went in and destroyed Big Mom's house. Blah blah blah.
Big Mom's
yeah,
like,
Laz
oh.
has had a theory that the Buster Call would be called out towards Whole Cake Island for a long time now, and seeing as that they got Stussy there as well, and I know Dustin's been saying that CP0 might turn up too, so I don't know, like there's potential for Marines to have a presence this arc if it goes on for any longer, but
Wait, can
If any Marines come to this arc, Luffy's 100% getting captured. I'm calling that now.
here's
Whether
the
it's
thing.
CP0 or Marines, Luffy's getting captured.
For a CP0 or CP agent to give to have the authority to initiate a Buster call, they have to get permission, right, from an admiral. Right?
Yeah.
Because that was Spanem, and
Yes.
that had to happen. So I don't know. We're not privy to any information between like Stussy and an admiral before, but other than that, I don't know. That's
But do you mean like if they knew that they were sending a CP0 member into like a Yonko's territory, don't you think they would have at least given her like at least that just in case? Do you get what I mean? Like a
Yeah, I don't think a Buster call would have
No,
helped.
but here's
in
the
that
thing:
situation.
like even if Stussy she asked for a Buster call, it's like, what's the point though? You know what I mean? Like say she's about to die. She's like, oh, I need a Buster call. They're like, wait, how we can't like risk all this shit just because of like something like that.
That's a good point.
It
Like,
has to be worth it. What are we
but
gaining?
I don't think it would be like a I'm about to die, let me call in the Busticle thing. I think it would be like a I see an opportunity for us to do something here. Let me call in the Busticle. Do you get what I mean? Because like now this I don't know if she knows about this, but the sea slugs are all gone. Like anybody could get into this territory, and Big Mom wouldn't she wouldn't know anything about it.
True. Tell me.
But you got it.
Go ahead, Master J.
I was gonna say, but you gotta think, what was and I don't have the answer for this yet, but it's like, what would Stussy do even if Luffy and them didn't show up? What would she do afterwards? Would she go back to like the Reverie and just tell them what happened, or would she like?
I think this
is
is
there
it.
some
I
sort
think-
of is there another part to this plan that's supposed to wrap it up?
I think
I
she's
really
doing
think
this.
she would fucking capture Luffy. I think that would be the best way to transition into the Reverie.
Wait, didn't he say if Luffy wasn't there though? Wait, what was your question? Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying, regardless, let's just go with it's less complicated. So let's just go with the situation we have here. Like, what's her plan afterwards? Like, she's already left, right? So what is she going to do? Is she just gonna go and tell them what's happening and that's it, or are they gonna initiate something else?
I mean, like the Yonko's crews are so guarded, right? But yet the Marines seem to know so much about them. Like this is how they get their
Right.
intel on the crews.
Yeah, that's how
they send people like there in to infiltrate, then they report back to them, so they know who their
Okay,
members
yeah.
are, like the rankings and all that type of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
where
so
it's
we've
like-
seen this happen before, pretty much. We
It's,
just didn't know it was CP0.
Yeah, this is intel. This is how they get their intel. This is so I think with CP0 with Stussy, her plan going to the whole cake. I'm sure she's done before. She just goes there to get intel, and that's how they get all this information as far as Big Mom and the other Yonko. We're like, yo, how they find out this information? Now we know. You know,
Yeah.
CP0 they have plants. You know.
But about Luffy going to the Reverie though, wouldn't that be awkward? Like the
Yeah.
only way I could see him getting back to Wano would be if Kuma was there.
Yeah, Luffy going to the Reverie, I don't see the point of it. Having Luffy in that situation.
I hope he
But
doesn't.
it's just the only way I personally can see it if Reverie ends up being a long arc is if Luffy's there.
But even if, man, I don't think Luffy's actually going to be there. What would be the purpose?
Well, it's a nice
mean-
change of pace, I think, if we have an arc without the Straw Hats. I mean, we can go back and forth. I
Same.
think we don't have to.
It's obviously going to go back and forth.
Yeah.
I don't think, that's why I don't think Luffy needs to be there. They just need it because that's gonna create more useless plot
Yeah.
when we know that the Reverie is there for the readers to get more answers about what's actually happening throughout the world.
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
wouldn't
what-
say that because like we don't know what the purpose of the Reverie is because like
I mean,
I've
that's
said
what
this-
we're hoping.
No, I know. We're definitely gonna get shit about the Void Century and all that, but like in the grand scheme of the story, like I always bring this up. Like in the first arc of the story, like you saw Blackbeard scheming around, and then it led up to the Marineford War. So like I'm definitely assuming like there's gonna be Blackbeard or Dragon's gonna be involved in this, and then that's gonna lead up to something else that's gonna lead up to the end of the story.
Yeah,
So
like
there's definitely gonna be something important that's gonna happen.
with the Reverie, I'm hoping for a huge information dump, and I would rather have that without Luffy interrupting it. Like,
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
mind if Luffy's brought up in the process, but I just don't want him interrupting it because you
Yeah.
know, yeah,
Yeah, I don't want unnecessary time like someone was saying where we're spending on the Straw Hats hiding, and then they're trying to figure out what.
Like I said, useless
Yeah.
plot. Like,
Yeah.
what would be the
Yeah.
purpose of it?
Yeah, I don't want that at all. I just want it to be specifically and strictly information. Just tell us what's going on.
It didn't get out.
how well
Again, but-
guarded do you think that would be anyway? Like, how would Luffy get in and out of there? I know obviously he's gonna survive, but how many? Like, do you feel like there'll be admirals there? Like, how well guarded do you think that would be?
This would all be revolving around like him getting out because Dragon's causing chaos or Blackbeard's causing chaos.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think Blackbeard does anything here. I think
And again,
it's
just to make
Dragon.
this clear, the only reason I think that Luffy would even go there in the first place is just because of this news about Wano being 1 to 2 years. Like that's the only.
see,
reason
that's-
based it off of.
Okay, now here's another thing I just thought of. If Luffy goes, it's almost definite to me that Dragon's not going to be there if Luffy goes to the Reverie. I feel like it's too soon for that interaction.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think that'd be the right
Um,
place for it anyway.
Think it's too soon?
Because we're about to jump into Wano, I feel like the Dragon stuff is too important. It's like,
I mean, I don't know about that because it's like a quick
how do you
interaction.
segue from it?
A quick interaction between Luffy and Dragon would be interesting.
It would be interesting, but it's like plot-wise, like story-wise, like it's too soon for that. I feel like
No, not that it's too soon. I just don't feel like that's the right place for it. Like I feel like there's unless Garp's there as well.
Sabo?
then you can
I
get-
wouldn't want a quick interaction unless, like you said, unless Garp's there, because a
Yeah,
quick
unless Garp's
interaction doesn't give us any answers.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
I want well, first thing I want an interaction with Luffy and Garp to see what that's like after everything that
Marineford
transpired,
and
right?
shit, yeah.
Because like, does he hate Garp a little bit? Does he blame Garp a little bit? I mean, ultimately, we know Luffy is blaming himself because he wasn't
Actually,
strong enough. But
Are the Marines do the Marines have a heavy presence during Reverie?
Probably
They
they need
should, right?
protection.
Considering like all the kings and stuff that are there, like that's their most important ally.
Yes, because we've seen the them escorting the kings.
that's
and all the
security,
royals.
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
security.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna be there. I don't know if Garp's there though. Garp That seems like the
Shout out to
opposite of the
Hina.
place where Garp would be. Garp wants nothing to do with the Reverie.
Yeah, they show Hina and them escorting Vivi and
Vivi and
Cobra,
them.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I feel obviously the Straw Hats are gonna get brought up. I don't know if this is like this happens at the same time that Whole Cake is ending, then they get information while the Reverie is going on. Then they're like, we have something important to tell you guys about Whole Cake Island. And then, you know, immediately we get a bounty discussion about Luffy. You know,
See, I don't think it's too soon for Luffy to get a bounty raise.
it didn't. No, not just a discussion.
Yeah, no, because like the way it goes is like it's never two big arcs in a row where he gets a bounty raise.
No, they don't have to raise it, but I feel like just a
Oh
discussion
yeah, he
around,
did
like,
get his bounty raised after Dressrosa. Okay,
yeah,
never mind.
yeah, around like, okay, this guy, he's been doing this, and this. Like, Big Mom, he infiltrated her territory and came out.
Yeah, but I don't think that's
Yeah.
really something they discuss at like the Reverie, like bounty increases on people. Like I don't know.
I mean,
The only reason why I could see them doing that is if they specifically talk about Luffy.
they're
you
gonna,
know,
they're
for
definitely
other
gonna talk
reasons,
about.
Then
Luffy.
they're gonna bring
Talk
up.
about- Yeah, like at war with the world government.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're definitely gonna talk about him. But
I
yeah,
mean, the thing is, I don't know. I just don't see his bounty, like even bounty, even coming up until after Wano, and then it's probably gonna be like $1 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion. Yeah.
Wow.
That could happen. Realistically, that could happen.
I mean,
You
I don't know
see-
why you guys are saying damn when Luffy's about to beat Katakuri.
I know, that would be
Like,
crazy. Like, I just can't
Yeah,
even.
I was thinking about that. That's why I didn't say nothing because I was thinking. I was
I
like,
mean,
I just can't imagine.
even if he beat Katakuri, like his bounty doubles. I don't.
It
I mean, yeah,
tripled
that would
after
do it.
Enies lobby.
Damn.
well, that's because he was directly opposing the world government.
Yeah, well, I mean, like taking down a Yonko if Kaido goes down. I mean,
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was
it's
also
kind of like-
stated. It was also stated that your bounties don't increase that much after like 300.
yeah,
Nah, but
you
like
have to
think
do
about it this
something
way:
completely outrageous.
if after Wano all of the beast pirates fall, and including Wano, like Luffy's bounty is gonna fucking skyrocket.
Yeah,
no
the
matter
thing is,
if-
the thing is,
If he's
that
at the
makes sense.
forefront of it.
no, if you
Yeah.
double his bounty, you have to double Laws and Kids as well because you know they're gonna play a
Well,
huge
yeah,
part.
especially if
Well,
they're
not
a big
kids,
part of
laws,
it.
yeah.
Why not Kid?
But not kids.
No,
What?
because
Because
Yeah, I'm gonna say, where's your rationale for that? Because if you're saying because he got captured first, it's like
no. Him being captured doesn't have anything to do with his bounty.
Or we
Just
think
'cause you're a hater.
What we,
That's the reason.
yeah.
Yeah, so like, hold on. If Luffy's bounty is like $1 billion after Wano, what is every other supernova's?
Like I said, Luffy, Laws and Luffy's are the same right now. Kids, they're gonna be around.
Kids is gonna-
yeah.
they'll all
Kids
be
is gonna
around the same
2.1
range, probably.
billion because he's gonna
How
kill
long?
more.
How long
I'm
do you
talking
guys
about people like
think-
Bonnie and like.
I don't
Cabal,
think they get
right?
to $1 billion after Wano.
I
to be
feel
honest.
I mean,
like
you don't have to
if
be
they,
billion.
if they have equal importance in Wano, then I think their bounty should get the same raise.
You know,
Like
even
Luffy,
if
if Luffy's get doubled, I think theirs should get doubled too.
Precisely.
Even if they go to $1 billion, that's not that bad because that's still Yonko commander level, even though they took down a Yonko.
That's what I'm saying.
Whew, $1 billion. I mean,
I
I
mean,
guess.
just we're skipping the entire 500 like range in there.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be 700 or something. It should be his next bounty.
Well, I mean, the thing is like if they kill Kaido, they can't just fucking raise his bounty to 700. That's just like way too much, way too low, you know?
If they kill Kaido,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Laws is probably gonna be that low because he's
I think
fine.
you only say that because billion sounds.
you said Laws fodder. This guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, how's his arm feeling after Dressrosa? That's all I'm saying.
Attached.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
working.
I'm like, his back. His back. He's fine, bro. Come on, like no. $1 billion. I don't know. I guess I'm looking at $1 billion a different way. I don't know how I feel about $1 billion.
Well, I
Only
mean, it's just
Sanji's
like
$1 billion.
The thing is, it's just like the progression of the story is like way too fast. I think that I think the reason why you guys can't believe that it's $1 billion is just because, like I'm just realizing Luffy's progressing way too fast, and I guess fucking that's just how it is. But I think we have to accept
you
that.
think it's progressing way too fast? What do you mean?
Well, he's fucking beating Katakuri right now. I don't think.
I mean,
he's-
I don't think he's progressing enough. He's like super weak.
Well, the thing is,
honestly-
we're saying he's beating Katakuri based on plot.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is based on plot, but he's beating him no matter how
He's
you
not
look at
beating
it. So.
Katakuri.
Here's the
though,
thing:
at
based
moment.
on his power level, from what we've seen so far, he's not beating Kat, right? But based on plot, that's why we're saying he's beating Kat.
Almost all fights are driven by narrative over actual fighting prowess.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I guess you're right. I don't know.
Well,
It's hard to
I mean,
say.
I feel like y'all don't think that he'll get a billion bounty. Like it just seems outrageous. Kind of like how I'm not bringing up old news, but I'm just gonna say how like Dustin says like Big Mom will get defeated this arc or something. He's seeing it from the long term perspective. Like he got to do it sooner or later. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But when we just hear that right now, we're not thinking a year later when it actually happens. We're thinking, dang, man, I feel like that's going to happen. If that happens right now, it's just going to ruin everything. It's too soon. I feel like that's the same for like the bounty being like $1 billion.
No, I think
it just feels like it's too soon. But that's like, you got to remember, that's like 2 years from now.
It's
another thing you guys got to remember is that when I'm talking about like after Wano, I'm also assuming that Luffy's gonna take in all the stuff he learned from Katakuri and kind of like incorporate it into his moveset and like become fucking really strong like going into Wano.
This ain't basic Gear 4th Luffy 30 minutes.
Well, if you also think about it, if like Wano takes actually 2 years to get to, Wano itself is probably going to be around 2 years long, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So realistically, it's like 4 years into the future.
Or I would be pissed if he doesn't have a billion bounty in 4 years. Like,
but the thing is, I don't know if we can look at it from like real life time because it's like
I don't think real life time translates well to
translate.
Yeah, because like imagine if you're reading the volume of the random
that's the realistic aspect
worth $1 billion.
And the thing is, Oda.
That's
like,
a realistic aspect of it.
So it's saying 1 to 2 years, right, for One Piece to Wano arc, and it's like based on this tells me that with Oda, he's throwing extra shit into it. Where it's like the editors, maybe they were close, but then Oda's like, I feel like this will fit here, and we know that's how Oda writes. Where it's like,
hold on. If the world government like find out everything that Luffy's done in this arc, right, and then decide to give him a bounty raise despite just having one, would we be mad about that?
No.
That could kind of solve this problem then, right? So if he gets to 750 from this arc, and then in Wano, then he goes to $1 billion, that would solve it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean that's fine, but then it's like, okay, so Luffy goes to 750 here. Do all the other Straw Hats get a raise as well?
The ones that were.
But then I don't know if they have to because we kind of assume that if Cat is like 1 bill, we assume Big Mom is at least 2, right?
Something like that.
I don't know if you can quantify it.
So you think the Yonkos don't have a bounty, Dritz?
No, I think it's like. Do you just double it? Is like that? Is that what we do? I don't know.
The math doesn't add up, but nobody.
Yeah, like where'd you get that number? 2 billion.
I'm just saying. I said at least 2 billion.
I mean, that's what a lot of people say. Like when people talk about like Yonkos, like before, like the billion bears, like this guy be like 2, 3, 4, 5 billion, but like we really don't know.
So you think it's 1.5?
I feel like it could be.
I would estimate
like
Big Mom at 3.5 billion range.
I think it'd be anywhere from
like where are you guys getting these numbers
2
from?
to 10.
That's just my headcanon. I've got no proof.
Come on, we have nothing.
You gotta go back to school. You understand?
I think we should look at other pirate crews and then like extrapolate based off that. Like Luffy is 500. Zoro is usually like, like not more than half. I guess is the right way to say it. Like he's 320. Luffy's 500. So like,
no,
I don't think Big Mom would be much more than double Katakuri's bounty.
But can you take?
I mean, I feel like it's different. It's a different.
Yeah, maybe it is different.
Yeah, but like Luffy's crew isn't necessarily modeled after like a Yonko's crew so far. Like we've seen this basically huge differences between the crews.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of like
Chopper wouldn't be at 50 berries.
I mean, Chopper's
could be at 50 berries.
Chopper's viewed as a pet. So
stop it.
I thought he was at 100 now.
Yeah, he doubled. He doubled his bounty.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Yeah.
He's doing fine. That's what I'm saying. With, like,
relatively speaking, he making the most gains.
Right. Exactly.
Making all kinds.
So Zoro's 320, Luffy's 500 right now. So it's like, I mean, I feel like as they grow, it's the gap is going to grow as well as far as their bounties.
Yeah, probably.
So it's like, if Cat is around 1, I think Big Mom is around 2. I know it's like we have like theories as far as like 5 billion. I don't know if it's that crazy.
I'll say this: Big Mom is 2 billion plus or minus 500 or 500 mil.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, probably. Somewhere in that area.
Shout out to Mr. Sure Shot. He said, "Do you think the Gursei will be there and give info at the Reverie?"
Info.
It'd be dope to see.
Ain't giving nobody information.
Well, think about it this way, y'all. Isn't their job to kind of like be the bridge between the government and the celestial dragons?
I think so.
Well, they
somewhere along that lines.
Well, they kind of control shit. I mean, they technically are the bridge, but
I just thought they were the leader in the shadows.
Right, pretty much. So it's like they make the celestial dragons feel like they're in control when they're really not.
In control. Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, I actually have like a serious question for you guys. You guys think Oda's a fucking troll?
yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I'm sitting
Honestly,
thinking,
I feel like he's just very lucky. Like everything, I feel like everything just turns out how it turns out, just out of. The luck
I
of
don't think
Oda.
he has a plan. I don't, as far as like, he doesn't have a timeline per se. Where it's
yeah,
like,
I see what you're saying, but like
yeah,
when I see this arc, I'm like sitting here thinking like, again, this is the Froob that said this arc is ending in 10 chapters, 20 chapters ago.
you did
But,
say
like,
that.
I keep thinking like, there's no way this arc lasts much longer, and then obviously it ends up lasting longer. But like, for real, this time, I can't see how this arc lasts much longer. Like,
For real this
Luffy's
time.
about to
Yeah,
finish up
it
his fight
feels
with
like
Katakuri.
10 more chapters and we're good, right?
But
That's how.
Yeah, exactly. And Luffy's about to finish up his fight with Katakuri. Sanji's got the cake. They just have to ship it off and put the icing on it. Like this, they're.
They
don't
can
know,
get into
man.
some fights.
The only way it lasts that much
Stay
longer
hungry,
is if
right?
Luffy fights someone else above Katakuri, which I don't see happening whatsoever.
Oh,
Even Big
snap.
Mom.
Yeah, like if he fights, like even if it's not like an actual fight, like a clash or something, like that's the only way I can see him squeezing out extra chapters for like plot
I
purposes.
mean, a clash isn't gonna last like 5 chapters though. It's gonna last like 2
Yeah,
panels.
because I messaged Joy Boy like the other day, and he's like, it could probably last 30 more chapters. And I was like,
30 more chapters.
yeah, he said easily.
Jesus
I think-
Christ.
I think it all comes down to like what happens with the Vince Smokes and Capone.
I don't. The thing is, I'm looking at it and look how fast they're moving. Like time, this whole countdown. We thought that would take a long time. It's like they're moving pretty quickly through it. So, like I said, 10, 15 chapters max. I'm
But it
thinking.
depends though, like what is this cake gonna do to Big Mom? Because if this
Yeah, it's
doesn't
not
put
like
her
gonna
to
solve the
sleep,
problem.
yeah, if it doesn't put her to sleep, then this could last a lot longer
Yeah,
than we think.
yeah, that's what it's
Then
banking
if it
on.
doesn't put her to sleep, then Oda's a fucking troll.
But here's the thing:
No,
we
if
can't.
it does put her to sleep, they still have to get past Movie and all of them.
I feel like Smoothie's gonna be taken care of, but I feel like as far as the cake though, it has to put her to sleep because then if Sanji had this whole elaborate plan to do this and he fails at that again, it's like, come on, really?
Oh, that'd be great.
If that literally puts
Hey,
her, that would be so
but here's the thing though.
That wouldn't be great.
Here's how Oda dodged the bullet though with this one, because he didn't specifically say that it's gonna put her to sleep. If you show, he showed the chefs eating the whipped cream that Sanji made, and he didn't fall asleep. He went like to ecstasy or something like that. So it's like, because imagine if Big Mom would have just fallen asleep due to the eating the cake, we've seen her fight in her sleep. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That
yeah,
wouldn't really solve too much.
But that's why I'm getting attacked. But the Big Mom, she's been going for a while, bro. And in this state that they said they've never seen her in this worse a state before, going for like this whole countdown, the whole time before that, taking attacks, just doing all that, eating whatever, and then getting whatever it is from Sanji, I think that's gonna be her limit. Whereas like at that point, she just passes out for a couple hours. Then
I hope that doesn't happen.
Then Luffy would have to be Katakuri, and then someone would have to take care of Smoothie. I think Jimbo for them to get away.
I mean,
Actually,
the thing is,
I don't think that would take care of the problem. She would just wake up and chase after the Straw Hats.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's
If it
what
knocks
that's
her
how I
out?
feel it would happen.
She's not rational. Like she's just even if she does get knocked out from it, right? Once she wakes up, she's going after them again.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
Or she goes for Fisherman Island because of Jinbei. that's
Yeah,
what
I think she
feel
said.
like.
I don't know because I don't know who said this theory about Big Mom doesn't want to leave Whole Cake because she's still waiting for Mother Caramel to come back. So she would more so send others.
Well, it's also the
to take
thing
care
that
of
like
things.
Pudding probably is going to have a role to play. As
Yeah,
far
Pudding as
memory
well.
revelation
Is gonna
goes.
play a role. Yeah, but
It's been foreshadowed too much to not happen.
Yeah.
Does she take? I guess she would take memory away from Big Mom.
Well, she
she's
can
eating.
edit it. I mean, there's a lot of things she can do. I mean, her
Yeah.
So while
ability
she's
is
eating,
basically
she edits
whatever
it,
Oda
right?
wants. Yeah.
yeah, how funny would that be if she removed Mother Caramel from her memory, and then Big Mom all of a sudden becomes this like mature person, and she's not like a child anymore? Because, like,
Jesus.
You remove Mother Caramel, I think that kind of, I don't know, that would kind of break her because her whole
That's what's
life,
keeping her grounded, isn't
yeah.
it?
But the thing is, her whole life is based upon like the memory.
no,
of
I
her,
wouldn't
right?
break her. It would free her because she's like fucking.
Free her?
Well,
Well,
listen,
Really?
okay.
Because then she wouldn't know the kindness of someone. All she would remember
Yeah.
is her parents dumping her.
Exactly. Like you couldn't completely remove her. You would have to remove certain things to
Yeah.
free her.
And
Like
then
you
also
would have to
she's-
fabricate something like she left for business.
She
or
would probably
something.
go insane. It would be all types of
Yeah,
gaps. in her
exactly.
life.
It'd be
Already
yeah.
insane.
She'd be like, then why did I want this utopia? What was
She
the
would be
purpose of this?
insaner.
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, like I feel like part of the reason that she is insane in the first place is because she's kind of stuck in that like child mentality because she's always been waiting for Mother Caramel to come back, so she never grew up. You know what I mean?
Partially.
Yeah. Wait, shout out to Jelly Shark. He said, "What if bringing in a Yonko isn't a bounty at all, but a place in power instead?" And Oda just messed up with introducing a first commander after hyping.
Wait, what?
I don't know what
But
that
yeah,
means.
I don't get the last
I think he
Yeah.
didn't have enough time
I
to
was just
write.
about to say he ran
enough
out of characters.
Yeah, he ran out of characters. I think he was just trying to say, do you think Oda messed up fucking Luffy, him putting up Katakuri against Luffy after hyping him up and then just fucking...
No, I think that was a plan.
No.
I think that was Oda's plan all along.
Yeah,
to have
Oda
No,
definitely
I completely disagree. I think Oda fucking completely bullshitted the second half of this arc that we're
Really?
in right now.
Why you say that?
I agree.
Okay,
I think that-
because it seemed like it was gonna wrap up.
wait. Let fruit. Why you say that?
I think the arc was supposed to end after, you know, when Capone was like, all right, time to go, boys, and then he fucking rolled out. I think the arc was supposed to end right there, but then he just like put it on for something like he like extended the arc for whatever reason after that
I
to like add all
completely
that shit
agree,
in.
bro.
I completely
That's how it
disagree.
felt.
Yeah, I don't agree with that because
I agree with it.
here's the
Look
thing.
at the way everything was moving, bro. And then it was even a certain point, like in the 850s, when everybody was like, "Okay, it's getting rushed." And then we got the news with Wano was coming next year, Reverie and everything. Like
Exactly.
it definitely seemed like it definitely seemed like everything was coming to an end. Especially
Yeah,
at that
even
point,
Brago said around that same chapter.
right after the
talking about
chateau
Brago
fell.
even
That
said
seemed
it,
like
bro.
that was a perfect point to end.
Yeah,
to end
when
the arc.
that fell, that's when I thought it was gonna end. Like
I mean, that's what we all think. bro.
Nah,
We're-
because like
that-
they're still hanging plot points.
That's
after-
what we all think. Where it's
Yeah.
like there's a lot of things that were there. Like
Yeah, but a lot of those things could have been wrapped up. Like everybody was thinking that the Big Mom Pirates would get a second arc in the story. A lot of those things could have
they
been
still
wrapped up at that point.
can. But what I'm saying is like if we didn't see the Luffy fight versus Katakuri, then Luffy ultimately going to Wano would not have gotten any better. And we like so it's
Well,
like
we
this.
still don't know if it's gonna get better yet, man.
Come on,
My
you
honest
just
theory
said
is
he
that
is.
No,
I
how
really-
much has he really progressed from this Katakuri fight?
How much has he progressed? I mean, it's not going to show.
we haven't
immediately,
seen it
but
yet.
It's like
Like,
with
we
Luffy,
haven't given
No,
him
we
a-
haven't seen the
Sacrifice.
ending
We
of
haven't
it.
seen anything new yet in the fight. Like that's the point.
No, but you haven't given him a chance. Like even if we don't see anything new,
Nah, he
in the
fought
fight-
Cracker and he
No,
didn't.
wait,
do
wait.
anything.
Even if we don't see anything new in the fight, like he's learning from, like even if he takes this
Yeah.
experience and grows from it afterwards, like we don't need to see it in the fight either,
Yeah.
either way.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what have we seen that
He's-
shows that he can grow from? All I
He's
can say
witnessed
really
Katakuri demolish him with his own abilities and do it a lot better than he ever could.
I think what Luffy's looking at right now is that efficiency. It's like
Yeah.
right now he's sacrificing efficiency for power, and it's like Katakuri is showing him that efficiency does matter.
it matters.
And also he's showing him like his different levels to things, and it's like being
There's levels to this shit,
There's
dog.
level- I mean-
Experience
So
matters.
basically, what you're saying
Experience
is
matters.
no, don't start that.
Experience matters.
But basically, what you're saying is Gear 4 is useless.
it's not useless. Come on, it's not
It's
useless.
definitely not useless. Yeah.
It's not
It's just
useless.
not matured enough.
It's
yet.
a- it's
not
a-
matured enough yet.
How Luffy uses Gear 4 right now, it's like a quick buff. It's like he uses it. If it hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then all right, damn, I gotta run away.
It's
But it's
supposed
like-
to be a finisher move. It's like Gear 3rd.
Yeah, I mean it's like
Well,
Fruit
Gear
said,
3rd not
Here's the
anymore.
thing.
But
If Gear 4 didn't have some
Previously-
drawbacks, we'd all be bitching that he's too overpowered.
right.
No, because he
previously
doesn't.
Gear 3rd.
We
No,
would.
no,
We would be.
Not,
We would be.
Not really.
We would. Yes,
We
you would.
definitely
No,
would.
because
be.
like, look, no, 'cause, look, he would have fought
With-
Cracker,
no, I wouldn't.
but never
With-
touched it.
Without the
Gear 4.
drawbacks, then he's
That
beating
would've lasted
everyone
like
he's
5
fighting.
days.
Dude,
well, to tell you the truth, I mean, like I can see Oda writing that in though.
Gear Force, bro.
dog,
Huh?
how are you not going to
How
put
is
a
he
drawback to
overpowered?
Gear 3rd or Gear 4th? There was a drawback to Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd.
Yeah, there has to be a
in the
drawback.
first
Yeah,
part
but
of
they
it.
didn't. But the
Yeah, but
drawback
what
didn't
if-
leave him on the floor.
Yeah, but what if this was the
The
turning
drawback made
point?
him.
This one doesn't. This one doesn't leave him on the
Gear
floor
3rd made him a
useless
baby, bro. What?
This one doesn't leave him on the floor useless either. Look, he's running around.
Yeah, it was stated ever since Dressrosa that even after he left Gear 4, he'd be able to be like run around and be fine. That's what Luffy said.
The only thing is that it can't use hockey.
Yo,
Yeah.
What's on that?
what,
It was gonna be
what
Guaro.
is, can y'all hear me, man?
Yeah.
Here with your
Yeah, man.
Yo,
This guy,
man.
he's forever high, bro.
Yo,
Yeah.
man. This dude, Devil's Leg is still on that bullshit. that he
No,
was on.
Shout out to
Why you
Devil's
calling him
Leg.
Devil's Leg?
Shout out to Devil's Leg, yo.
Yo, man, earlier today, bro, this
Oh,
nigga
man.
was talking about, yo, Gear 4th is useless. Gear 4th is useless.
Oh
like,
man.
bruh.
Wait, Devil Leg. What were your points? What was the reason for that, Devil Leg?
He's
What was the
kind of
reason?
Because it never works. It doesn't do anything.
So you think
What does they do?
Dude, Devil Lake is part of this mindset that's like, it either works or it doesn't work. If he doesn't,
He's not the most unrational person. Why are you even listening to him?
No, because like, look, if you use Gear 4 and it doesn't finish the fight, then you might as well not have used it.
That's the same thing
Especially
with
if you
every
get killed
technique ever. Then
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Here's the thing.
Gear
It's like
second doesn't beat everyone in one try. It's useless.
No. The thing is, Gear 2nd
I
doesn't
still
kill
think
him
you're
after he uses it.
It did the first time he used it.
No, he
Yo,
didn't. He blew no. It
yo,
wouldn't try.
Listen, they tried. This dude, Devil's Leg, tried to argue. He tried to argue that Gear Second was faster than Gear Fourth, and I'm like,
No.
You're on crack.
He's trolling. He had to be trolling.
I don't think you could talk, man. B.
Wait,
Hey, I'm definitely not on crack. I'm on some.
What they be putting in there, bro?
Wait, yeah, I don't think Gear Second is faster than Gear Fourth, but
I don't either.
so why you think Gear Fourth is trash
gotta
because
clarify that.
it doesn't finish the job?
No, if it doesn't cause look, you're not gonna pull it out in mid tiers because that's a wish, but it doesn't knock out high tiers. It has no real place, and you have to have the plot to make it useful.
It's progression though,
Bro,
right?
we've
It's not
already
progressing to anything.
It's not progressing to anything.
We already talked about this, man. We already talked about this. Listen, he wouldn't be, dude. He didn't land a single attack on Doflamingo until he used Gear Fourth. Yes or no?
And I already told you, bro. Like,
You're
look,
the
if it was just
only
Luffy,
person I've ever heard say
listen,
this.
if
Everyone
it
else
was
says
just
Gear
Luffy
Fourth is, like,
versus just
retardedly strong.
Doflamingo,
Wait, Devil, say that again.
if it was just Luffy versus just Doflamingo, you guys all agreed that Doflamingo would have won.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the
Gear
thing.
That doesn't change the
Like, the
fact
plot
that
had to
Gear
stop it from
Fourth.
being wasted.
That doesn't change the fact that Gear Fourth like literally enabled Luffy to close like the gap between him and Doflamingo.
No, but
like
I could argue that
I
Gamma
kind of
did
get
that.
what he's
All
saying.
right. So wait. Let me ask Devil.
Hold on,
this,
one
right?
vision's agreeing. Hold on, what is he saying?
I'm not agreeing. I'm saying I understand where you're coming from because like he used it on Dofi and then like the timer ran out before he even finished Dofi off. He had to go into it all
Irrelevant.
over
Okay.
again. And then he used it on Cracker. The timer ran out before he finished Cracker off. He used it on Katakuri. The timer ran out before you can finish it off. Like
He
don't
used
even
his
bring
big
up Big
mom
Mom.
and she knocked him out.
Don't even bring up Big Mom.
And then,
So,
and then
wait,
can we also point out the fact? Can we point out the fact that like this is probably the first time that he's used it in actual combat?
Nah, but
Aside,
when he was
no,
on the
aside,
island,
dude, aside, but wait, aside from fighting fucking monsters, dude, he didn't use it against people.
Doflamingo? What are you talking about?
yeah, that's kind of the thing,
Dude,
though.
that's what I'm talking about.
Dofi's a
Master Chief.
monster.
That's the first person.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was like, what are
No,
you
you wouldn't use it on anyone else but monsters. But he's gonna use it on fodder. That's
No, okay, look. This is
So what's your
No,
opponent
this
Gear
is-
Fourth? Like, how is Gear
This is
Fourth?
why Gear
useless?
Fourth would have been amazing if it didn't have a drawback, but he just still need to mature his combat abilities. Then it would have been perfect because like he still wouldn't be defeating Katakuri that easily, but he would be
No, but here's
powerful
the
enough
thing.
too.
Devil Egg is assuming that like he's saying like, oh, Gear Fourth didn't beat Doflamingo, so that means it's useless. But you're also forgetting the fact that base Luffy was nowhere near Doflamingo's level in the first place. So the fact that that ability made him like way stronger than Doflamingo is incredible.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it made it way stronger. Doflamingo pulled out the awakening and started fighting back, and he was doing all right.
Barely. What are you talking about? That con.
I mean, barely, but I mean,
Well,
still.
I mean, they
he
did fight
He
for
was
20
still
minutes.
doing all right. 30 minutes. He lasted 30 minutes.
Can I ask you guys this? How would you feel about Luffy moving on and abandoning Gear 4 altogether? Like, you know
I
how
would love that.
like with Dragon Ball Z, right?
Of course you
When they did like Super Saiyan 2 and then they moved on to that like really bulky form and then they realized that it just wasn't efficient, so they moved on from it completely, never used it
But
again.
they refined it though. They got a better form.
Yeah, they got a better version of it.
Right. So I mean, but we know that's gonna happen, right? We all figured that's gonna happen
Yeah, but
eventually.
Do you
I don't know. Is it? Don't you think like the drawback is what makes it powerful?
Well, look
has
at
to
Gear
master
Second
this one
though.
first?
Look at Gear Second. Gear Second has improved.
Yeah,
but
all
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that
Gear
was obviously
Second-
gonna improve his gears
never
over
as bad
time.
as this though.
It-
That was
it's
never as
not-
bad as this.
No, Gear Third.
was because of hockey.
Make it Gear Third, because Gear Second is way different. You have to compare it to Gear Third, because Gear Third literally made him a fucking baby.
I mean, but it's like all of them have progressed, and it's like with Gear
Didn't-
Fourth, Dofi is pointing out how inefficient it is, where it's like he's using too much haki. He's gonna figure out like the right amount of haki to use eventually. It's gonna happen, but this is just showing progression. It's like this is like a buff for him to get powerful like quickly. It's just like a quick something to use quickly. So I don't.
But back to
It's
One Vision's
necessary.
question though, why would he abandon it though? That's kind of ridiculous.
Because if he's realizing it's not doing anything and it's not efficient, like he's putting himself in more danger by using it than he is actually getting the
But
job done.
The thing is, it has.
But
worked.
we're
It has
seeing him
worked though.
progress. We're seeing him progress and take away the drawback, little by little.
But the
No,
thing is,
we're not though. We're not.
it's
How
How
are
are
we,
we not?
how are we
Dude,
seeing him
this is
take away the
literally the
drawback?
third
He
time
saw
that
it
we've
in this
seen him
chapter.
use it.
Bro,
We-
he
this is
said
the
he said
third-
before that he could
dude,
run around. He
Dude,
didn't
this
need
is
to be
the
private, he just
third
chose to.
time. This is the third time.
Like,
that-
look, even when he developed it on the island, the monsters already got like we're beating up Gear 30. You need to develop the King Kong gun.
Well,
hold on, this point isn't going
Any
anywhere.
more of that?
No.
You realize mid-sentence.
Devil's leg. That is not what happened. He had to develop Gear 4.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying.
He had to develop the
Gear 4
King
wasn't
Kong
working.
gun.
The Kong gun wasn't working. Like Gear
No,
4.
it's not that the Kong gun wasn't working, bro. Oh my god, this is retarded.
What exactly are we talking about again?
I don't even know.
Devil Egg says that fucking Gear 4th is useless. That's what his exact phrasing.
Why are we still talking about Devil Egg?
Like, listen. So you would say that Gear 2nd is useless too because Gear 2nd didn't necessarily defeat Rob Lucci right off the bat.
No. That's like
Listen,
one
let me tell you
example.
something about Devil Egg before we continue this conversation. He is the most cynical One Piece reader you will ever find in your entire life.
What?
That's true.
Yeah,
Let's just cut it off right there.
And he
I don't
likes to
think
play
I've ever
devil's
heard you
advocate.
say something good about One Piece in my entire life.
Oh, come on. That's
You never heard me talk about
was
Sonic,
not
man.
true.
On top of this, isn't this the man that just came back from a break from One Piece for the longest now?
Yeah, he quit Whole Cake Island because he hated One Piece that
Exactly.
much.
He don't even
No, I
care.
don't hate One Piece. I don't hate One Piece. I do hate Whole
You
Cake
hate
Island.
Whole Cake.
That's different.
Exactly.
See,
But
wait,
you
so,
talking
so-
about Whole Cake.
wait, so you used to feel like Gear 4th is just completely useless. It's not necessary at all.
Well, I mean what I
No,
really
that-
mean
that's-
is like
that's-
it's not efficient.
Yeah,
It's just like kind of said it's useless. Kind of like just
because of the positions it puts him in after the fact.
yeah. It's not. It doesn't work. Basically, is what I'm saying.
It doesn't work well enough to have such
So
a bad
it's broken.
drawback.
It needs to
anyway.
be fixed, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work well.
doesn't-
With
But without
doesn't
Gear
work-
4th,
it
he's
doesn't-
like
it doesn't
he's
work
getting waxed
well.
though. Without
Yes.
Gear 4th, he's
with Gear 4, he's getting
Exactly.
waxed. That's
no
the
with
thing.
Gear 4th he's buying time.
Buying time to get waxed.
No,
That's ridiculous.
no, that's crazy.
That's
because,
I mean, he's not lying though, bro. Look what's happening.
what do you mean?
No. That's only in certain situations, but other
He
situations
can
like
never
with
wax.
Doflamingo
Alright, let
and
me put it
Cracker
this
and all
way.
that.
What form
That's
did
not
Luffy
true.
beat Doflamingo in?
Gear 4th.
Exactly.
Gear 4.
What
Because he
form
wasn't
did
beating him in
Luffy
Gear
beat-
No, but
2nd.
how many,
Did
how many
Luffy
rounds did it take? How many
It
times
doesn't.
did
It doesn't matter.
Listen,
It
listen.
doesn't matter.
No.
No, what matters is what matters is the end result.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Exactly what Brago literally just said is that he uses it to buy time to find
Yeah.
a strategy. And
Right. No, but he bought time.
Anytime you try to argue with Dustin, you always say this is not just the end result.
When did I say that? In what sense?
With the Cracker fight, like anytime you say he had help and everything, and he's like, "Well, who beat him in the end?" You say it's not just the end result. Look at everything that went into that fight.
No, the end result matters here as far as like Gear 4th being useless. Where Gear 4th did a lot of damage to Doflamingo. We can't just say Gear 4th is useless because it didn't knock him out on the first round. Like
I agree. We
No,
shouldn't
no,
say
no,
that.
no. That's not the only thing. It doesn't knock
I agree we
anybody
shouldn't
out
say
in the
this
first
is
round.
useless,
Bro,
but Gear 4
this
is
is
definitely
the
a
thing.
bit.
Because like, look, what is
Look,
Gear
this
4
is the
for?
thing. Look, this is the thing. This is the thing. If Luffy did not have Gear 4th,
he's dying.
no. If Luffy didn't have Gear 4th, Doflamingo wouldn't have been defeated. Point blank. Period. He literally did not have anything to attack Doflamingo with before Gear 4th. Like you can say whatever you want to say about. Dude, the only clean hit that Luffy got on Dofi before Gear 4th was the Red Hawk that was assisted by Law.
Yeah, that was a
That's
whole
it.
setup
Well,
and
he
combo.
hit him
Like, I
he
feel
hit
like
him with a- he hit
using
him with
Dofi as an
a
example
with an
is
eagle
really
hawk.
risky.
No, there's literally
Eagle
no
bazooka.
other
He hit him with an
clean-
eagle bazooka.
He hit him with the Eagle Bazooka, and did you hear what Doflamingo said after that? He laughed at the fucking attack.
Yeah, but it was a clean hit though.
I don't
Bro,
feel like using Dofi
it's
as an
a-
example is
it's
good
a
though,
clean
because
hit.
like, we don't know
It's a
how much
clean hit that
damage.
didn't do anything. It's a clean hit
know.
that didn't do anything.
We don't know how much damage
I'm
Law's
actually just
Gamma
playing
Knife
devil's
actually did to Dofi, so we can't really like.
Quite
use
literally.
that as an
What do you
example.
wait? What do you mean you can't use that as an example? One
'Cause
vision.
you-
Tell me one vision.
you
Tell
were
me
to
an
say-
attack. Tell me an attack that
No, wait.
damaged Doflamingo other
Let me
than
say
the
to you.
Gamma
Let me say
Knife.
this. Let me say this. You the same way that you can say if Luffy didn't have Gear 4th, Doflamingo wouldn't be defeated. I can then say to you if Law didn't have Gamma Knife, Doflamingo wouldn't have been defeated.
Nah.
Yeah, but I don't think
That's
anyone's
not
making an
true.
argument that Gamma Knife is useless.
No,
But
because
the fact that
the
you
Gamma
can't use that as an argument to defend Gear 4th.
Dude,
If I
the
can-
Gamma
Oh, wait, so
Knife
you're saying,
didn't
like, if,
get- the
100%.
Gamma Knife didn't defeat him though. That's the thing.
Are you like saying like if Doflamingo was like full health and he went against Gear 4, it would have been worse?
like how we don't know how that battle would have transitioned if
Yeah.
Law hadn't have been involved in that. We don't know how that went. That's why I say Dofi's a bad example.
Dude, no matter how you spin it, if Luffy didn't use Gear 4, Doflamingo would still be alive.
Yes, but then I can then say to you if Law didn't
mean,
use Gamma Knife, Dofi
still
would still
alive.
be alive. Regardless of
Well,
whether Luffy used
yeah,
Gear 4th or not.
You guys are always like
I can
if
extend the argument.
if Nami didn't have the rain, Cracker would
didn't
still
die.
be here, whatever.
Why are we
Well,
going
I mean,
around in
that's
circles?
facts.
Yeah, so I'm confused. It's like, what's the point? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm confused now.
I don't know either, bro.
There's
Stop
no
listening
point.
to Devil in.
If
There's
Matt
never any
is
point to any
saying,
argument that we have.
no, if
No,
Matt is
argue.
saying that the whole reason for Dofi's defeat is Gear 4th, I can then just say the whole reason for Dofi's defeat is Gamma Knife, and then that
No.
just makes this argument completely mute because we never get any.
No, so let's look at it this way. If Law had used Gamma Knife, is Luffy finishing Doflamingo with Gear 2nd?
No.
Yo, this was my entire point, yo.
What?
Luffy,
Dude, wait a second.
I guess that's my point. Is he finishing it with Gear 2nd?
Let me say this, Fruit. Let me say this just real quick. Okay, you realize that after the Gamma Knife, after Doflamingo took the Gamma Knife, he was still laughing at Luffy's Gear 2nd attacks.
Hold up. Who are you arguing this against right now?
I'm not
One
sure.
Vision.
Oh.
One Vision. One Vision.
this is the point I was trying to make, like way earlier before you guys got off on this fucking tangent about Law.
And it was negated.
Luffy beat Doflamingo in Gear 4th. He beat fucking Cracker and Tankman, and he's gonna beat fucking Katakuri in either Gear 4th or some other form of Gear 4th. Like, it's just how it's gonna go. Like, Gear 4th is just the new evolution of Luffy's moveset. I don't understand why the fuck this is even in conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, we should never try to detach Gear 4th from Luffy. Like, he's gonna keep using it.
Yikes.
I'm not detaching it. I'm just saying.
That's a super yikes.
I think that the thing that we can discuss
What is
about
going
Gear
on in your
4th.
brain, man?
Damn nigga, hold on. I think the thing we can discuss about Gear 4 is like how efficient it is, as far as like how what does Luffy have to do to kind of refine it, because we can see that it's like completely inefficient.
I think
Yeah,
he's just
Like, listen, the drawback is fine, but if it was
going
actually
through battle.
defeating people on his first try, it would be good.
No, but like, the thing is, like,
What fight is defeat if somebody getting defeated in one shot, bro? What are you talking about?
There is
That's
no
that's the
attack.
whole
There is no-
purpose.
No, not defeated in
wait.
one shot, just like in
Devil-
one transformation.
Devil leg. Even with Gear 2nd,
No,
and
you said it
Gear
right.
3rd, even with Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd, he's never defeated an opponent with one transformation except
Besides
Bueno. Besides
Listen.
Bruno. That's it.
The
No,
whole
but
thing
we
is
ain't
like
gotta
Gear
talk about
2nd and Gear 3rd, they didn't have like as serious drawbacks. You could say the Gear 3rd made him a
Dude,
baby.
Gear 3rd had a
But
serious
like,
drawback.
that only lasted 1 minute, and
Gear
it wasn't
2nd
that
took
big of a
years
deal.
off in his life. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's not that big of a deal because it doesn't even use it. Fight.
Yo, everybody's talking to him. Please. I beg you.
Yo,
Look,
let's just move on. Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Okay.
Shut the non-believer, bro. It's like,
Let's just move on, bro. This nigga's talking about years of your life isn't that big of a draw.
At least let him explain.
No.
his reasoning.
It's a big drawback. It's a big drawback, but not in the middle of a fight. It's not like using 2 years of your life makes you lose the fight you're in right now.
Yo, this is
Had its purpose.
All right, whatever. Let's just move on, man. What the
Yeah.
fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
Let's fucking someone.
oh, yeah.
Someone put a comment in the chat.
What they say?
Fucking shift this conversation somewhere.
We're talking
Oh,
about the beauty of
Well, now
power.
they're arguing about how the impact of Gamma Knife and what it actually did. People saying, well, they're saying you guys are arguing like Gamma Knife actually did anything.
That's so
Yeah,
shit.
we not going
Just
back to
ignore that
that.
conversation. Move on.
because it.
Yeah, I'm tired of talking about Gamma Knife.
Yeah.
I'm done with fucking Dressrosa talk. We talked about that shit to death, bro.
I guess I'll read the rest of the news here.
I'm just waiting for chat to catch up.
It said the audience sometimes asks Oda about foreshadowing via fan letters, which makes him think, oh my god, I haven't mentioned it yet. When the audience asks him what are the name of Luffy's move based on, he searches it on the OP fan site.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Wait, what?
He's done that before.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. Fucking Oda literally watches Dustin's channel.
Oh.
I did that before, like a few years back, because he just forgot.
Oda
Maybe
feels
we
as if
should
him and
defeat,
his audience are working together.
Y'all were ganging up on Joy Boy earlier today. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it was hilarious, but Lord,
you
we
ganged
don't
up?
gotta go into
Y'all was
that.
ganging up on Joy Boy.
You ganged up.
Yeah, bro.
I wish I
Well,
was there to defend my nigga, man.
Well, no. I don't know if we could call it ganging up because
Yeah.
Dustin was kind of soling him.
Yeah, that was a 1v1.
Bro, it was literally like Joy Boy versus Dustin and Grim.
I don't even know.
Oh
Joy
my
Boy.
god.
I don't even-
Nah, Grim was just being like the referee.
Yeah, Grim was arguing both sides a little bit. Like,
Yeah, Grim
Bro,
was just a referee for
Grim always fucking argues just to argue. I keep telling you this.
Nah, Grim was silent for most of the stream. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I didn't listen to all of it.
When I started listening, bro, this nigga Grim was going back and forth between both sides, like just trying to like just talk. Like I'm
Y'all
like,
gotta
yo,
go back and
what?
watch that from the beginning though, because like legit, that junk was hilarious.
I don't care.
I gotta watch it. I hopped in at the very last second. I heard the most blasphemous shit. Some dude was like, "We don't really know how strong Luffy is at this point." And I was like,
"Yeah, when I heard that, bro, I was like, yeah, I'm glad this nigga Dustin ended this."
Here's the thing: it's like we've talked about this before. Like,
we 100% know how strong Luffy is. We've had 3 fights where he lost.
I don't know if we know exactly how. I don't know if we know exactly how strong Luffy is, to be honest. I don't.
I mean, yo, there's dude. I completely blame fucking.
Wait, what fights have you lost?
Blame Oda.
No, hold up, Fruit. Actually, your point is not true because we've seen him fight so many people in the New World after he's had this Gear 4th upgrade, yet he didn't decide to use it until like Doflamingo or
Yeah,
Cracker.
the thing is,
So do we really know how strong he is, considering he keeps bringing new moves that we didn't know about?
The answer is
No,
no.
that was
Not
the
definitively.
first time.
Because dude, Caesar doesn't count, dog. Like he fucking one shot him with a Gear 3rd punch. He didn't need to use Gear 4th. Even though he lost. Even though he lost, he didn't need to use Gear 4th.
Even though he lost.
Hordy doesn't count either because Luffy could have defeated Hordy pre-time skip.
No, Hordy don't count at all. Hordy don't count at all.
If Luffy wasn't retarded, he could have just Gear 3rd punched him right away, but he was fucking around. It has nothing to do with him not using Gear 4th.
Well, but it does show that we don't know exactly what he has until he decides to just,
he lost against Doflamingo once with his Gear 4th. He lost against Cracker once with his Gear 4th, and he lost against Katakuri twice.
It's almost like Gear 4th is useless. No, I'm joking.
Fuck, where was I going with that?
You're trying to say we know how strong Luffy is, pretty much. That's what you're saying.
Yo, all I know is that this fucking 2v1 shit, it needs to stop.
I was gonna say fucking One World completely ruined the One Piece community because he made that fucking theory back in the day about how Luffy has something else that he learned in the 6 months after training Rayleigh, because he took that one quote out of context and now everyone fucking thinks that Luffy has a Gear 5th when that's not what that fucking quote meant.
Yo, I don't want to hear the words Gear 5th, yo.
Wait a second. Dark Seed says Matt B is high as fuck. Pre-time skip, Luffy is getting low diffed by Hordy. This nigga's on crack.
He's losing.
I agree with Dark Side.
I agree with Hordy.
Y'all think that Hordy's beating Luffy?
Hordy with
the drugs, yeah.
Not getting cauterized.
Bro, are y'all? Wait. Okay, wait.
I want to know why you have such a low opinion of Hordy.
He's a fishman. He's a fishman that got defeated. Bro, he's a fishman that got defeated underwater.
Let me see.
This nigga was just stronger than him.
He's a fisherman that got defeated underwater, Steve-O. Are you serious?
No, let me say this.
It ain't like he lost to a scrub.
I think Luffy would have beat him high diff, not in the water. But if you
Nah.
Like, are we talking about energy steroid Hordy, or are we talking about
steroid Hordy? Steroid Hordy.
Y'all.
No, listen, he's not beating the steroid Hordy.
Oh,
pre-time skip.
She's not, man.
Y'all niggas are crazy.
No,
bro.
if the straw, Matt, you're basically saying it like, if everything plays out the same way, but the Straw Hats, they don't get the 2-year time skip and they go to Fishman Island, that they're winning.
If what?
Like everything plays out the same way, but they don't have the 2-year time skip.
Let's just take that away, because there was a lot of random shit that happened, like with the arc that they couldn't have done. Let's just say Luffy versus Hordy.
Yeah, Luffy versus Hordy.
No 2-year time skip.
No 2-year.
No training. No hockey.
No hockey.
Plus pills.
Plus the pills.
Plus he on them roids, bro.
I don't know. I would say I think he would. I think he would high diff him. If he was in the water, he's not beating him though. 100%.
I mean.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not in water, then yeah, he's beating Hordy. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, this nigga did, bro.
They say even if Luffy beats Hordy, he loses to Caesar.
No, hold up. Didn't Luffy have to use freaking hockey on Hordy? Like, towards the latter part of that match.
He's using Red Hawks and shit.
Did he have to use hockey? Yeah, to the energy steroid fucking Horty that was in the water.
What we're talking
That's what we were
about,
talking
though.
about.
Okay.
I mean, yo, you gotta put it this way. All right, here you can go.
Nah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you gotta put it this way, like Hody Jones and Caesar are like two like interesting villains because those are like usually Luffy gets the plot on his side to get the victories, but those are the two fucking villains where they get the plot on their side to make the arc actually interesting because Luffy's actually so much stronger than them. So I don't know. It's hard to say. If that was like a regular fight where Luffy has the plot on his side, I think he would definitely beat Hody. But yeah,
we're still talking about pre-time skip Luffy, right?
Yeah, pre-time skip.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. If pre-time skip Luffy versus Hody and he had the plot going on his favor, yeah, he would beat him.
Power of P.
Yeah, the will of P.
Bro, the only reason Hody would beat Luffy pre-time skip is if they fought in water. But if you're talking about energy steroid Hody that Luffy was using the Red Hawk against, yeah, maybe that Hody beats Luffy. But I still think that's a stretch. My personal opinion. Like, dude, Luffy outclasses nigga Hody in every way possible.
Okay.
Post-time skip.
You think that regular Hody was stronger than the octopus guy he was with?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Or will that octopus guy like block the jet pit?
Bro, this nigga Hody got beat by Zoro underwater too.
Zoro's a boss.
That was before he went all roids out.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, bruh, y'all niggas here, man.
That's before.
What you mean?
It is before.
I feel like Double A was going somewhere with that point of his.
Yeah, I think
it was something Darkseid brought up.
No, he said something.
It was like the octopus guy that you say is weaker than Hody, right? He blocked the jet pistol, and then that was the same jet pistol that fought the pacifista, the same one that beat the entire Straw Hat crew, or almost did.
My head hurts. I'm confused.
The same one.
Basically, he's saying the difference between pre-time skip Luffy and post-time skip Luffy is drastic.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Extremely drastic because his weakest attack was able to one-shot the same pacifista who almost beat the entire crew pre-time skip.
And the octopus guy blocked that, who's weaker than Hody. Or Hody,
By
whatever.
simple scaling, Hody is watching pre-time skip Luffy.
Fact.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just your preconceived notion.
Yeah.
By facts, based on facts, Hody was watching.
It's like you heard it in his voices. Then he knew what you were saying.
Yeah, I was like, no, not true.
Right. It's like, no, don't convince me. Don't do it.
No. I'm saying, like, bro. Oh my god.
Here's the thing. Regardless, say Luffy does beat Hody, right? They're not getting very far in the New World.
That was
They're getting stopped by Caesar.
You can't use that as an argument because everything in One Piece is driven by plot. The thing would have changed. Everything would have changed. It would have been
take out plot, bro.
They can talk about an undersea current.
You can't take out plot.
They don't even make it to Punkasser, bro. Those currents underwater, they get taken out by them.
Come on.
Yo,
They get taken out by Laboon Brothers.
Zoro gets soloed by Yeti Cool Brothers.
Yeah.
Yo, they probably would actually, because didn't they get defeated by him, or knocked out by him at first or something?
Yeah, the fucking gas grenade.
Wait, how did he get off?
He took an L to the Yeti Cool Brothers.
I guess that's what we took from Oda taking shit off the fan sites.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got to Hody Jones.
Zoro is also a better written character miles away from Luffy. Oh,
let's stop it. Stop it, Brago. Just say what you were gonna say.
No. I was reading a comment.
Yeah, that was a comment.
Oh, Zoro's a better written character than Luffy.
Miles ahead of Luffy.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Yeah,
You're the one who said it.
An hour-long argument.
You the one who said
it.
Right.
I read a comment. I didn't say that. I read it.
You didn't even say that you read a comment or nothing. You just blurted it out.
How do I know if he didn't
Master
say it?
J, what are you doing?
I don't have to announce that I'm reading a fucking comment.
Yes, you do, because otherwise it sounds like a point that you want to bring up.
No.
Listen, man.
No.
Anyone who has any understanding of the English language could understand that he was reading right there.
Yeah.
Like,
But
thank
no.
you.
Either way, Brago was in the middle of saying something. He blurted it out, and now everybody wants to talk about it. Then he wants to go back and say, nah, let's not do this. Let's not do this, guys.
Fair points on both sides. But I forgot what I was saying. Oda came up with the idea of Marineford Summit War long ago.
Yeah, that was also talked about in a previous like interview before. He had the idea.
Okay, this is interesting. Oda says it's hard to talk about justice through Luffy's mouth since he's a pirate. So Oda just puts a simple conclusion that the opposite side of justice is another justice. Oda,
Were we just talking about that?
Oda
Basically
says it's
just
one
saying that
it's one of the
Luffy's
main
stupid.
themes of One Piece.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because there's no right or wrong justice.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
yeah.
goes back to like plot versions, like pilot versions of One Piece, where like there were like peace marines, which that was like a version of pirates that they had conceived.
There's no right or wrong justice. I mean, it's just how you view it, which is why there's probably so many different forms of justice: blind justice, lazy justice, absolute, all of that other shit.
Yeah,
Dofi
that's why
already
whenever
said
people,
it, man. Dofi already said it. Whoever wins becomes the justice, baby.
Yeah.
it also goes back to whenever people ask Luffy if he's like a good person or not, and he says, judge for yourself.
He always says he's not a hero.
Yeah.
When I mean, he does heroic shit, but regardless, I guess he's not because there's a lot of collateral damage with what Luffy does.
The only reason that
hero.
Luffy
If
thinks
you
he's
wanna
not
be
a hero is
friends, I
because
think I can help you out.
Shares his meat.
What?
Stop it.
The only reason he says he's not a hero is because the heroes share their meat.
That's right. He wants all the meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Niku.
I heard that differently.
He's not a hero because he doesn't go around looking for
I
people.
knew that was, as soon as I said that, I knew someone was gonna fucking pick it out of the comic book.
Oda says One Piece has many flashback scenes as opposed to traditional shonen mangas, which didn't show much detailed backstories or characters. Oda thinks there are too many mangas out there these days which handles flashbacks.
That's actually true.
I don't know
You go back
exactly what he means
whenever-
by that though.
Yeah,
So like back in the day, whenever he was actually making this, like a lot of like the standard manga back then, they didn't focus on flashbacks. Like if you go back to like some of the standard like Rurouni Kenshin, like that didn't really have a lot of flashbacks. A lot of it was just like driven by other elements. Where like Oda introduced everything where it has to be motivated. There has to be a flashback like every arc.
Well, Naruto took that and ran with it, bro.
Yeah, Naruto's like take that
Yeah,
and I'll add one onto that.
But the part I don't get about that comment though is that at the end he says that he feels like there's too many anime.
Well,
That are,
it might be a
flashbacks.
slight jab at people trying to copy each other instead of like making something new.
Okay,
Maybe I don't
that's
know.
what he's doing. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
it's just
Oda-
it's confusing. I don't know.
Oda uses flashbacks his damn self. So I mean,
I guess you're
Yeah.
saying he got it popping, bro. He's saying he
Nah.
made it popping, and everybody's trying to leech off him now. That's pretty much what he's saying.
I mean, Oda didn't invent
wait,
flashback.
wait. Is that what this stream is? Are we dissecting this interview?
We're just talking about stuff. I don't know.
Talk my shit, but the interview, I didn't really get to talk.
I don't even
about
know
it.
when we started reading the questions. I don't know when it happened.
We started
In
at the
between
beginning.
all the cancer,
That was
you
at the
gotta look for
beginning.
it.
That was at the beginning. At the end, Oda said Oda already has the idea of how One Piece will end, and
You
ever
already know
since
that.
the first
Yeah,
chapter.
he said that multiple times.
According to the interview in 2012, Oda said the final arc will be so amazing that it will make Marineford War arc look like nothing.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, is this even a real fucking interview, dude? Fucking
Old as hell.
This
Yeah,
interview's fake.
Dude, when Oda said that about Marineford in the final arc, like that came out like 3 years ago, or yeah, came out like 3 years ago.
what's bothering me a little bit here with this, with Oda talking about Marineford arc, was like, why do you like Marineford?
Marineford's okay. It's not like my favorite.
No. It's,
I think-
Well, the thing that happened was that's when everybody caught up to One Piece. Whenever it was during the Marineford arc, that volume sold 36 million copies.
why do you think it sold that many?
Because
Well, people liked it because of like the emotion.
it was just
Well,
because
it's
of
all the top tiers.
His
Fucking
top tier is
like-
fucking thrown down. Like, let's
it
be
was
real
because
here.
of all that stuff, and Oda himself, he said that he was surprised by the popularity that took place whenever Marineford happened, and then he was like, just wait for the final arc. It was just kind of like him saying like, yo, it wasn't supposed to be like this. Kind of.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
all I took from that. It's not anything less, anything more.
What the?
Who's attacking Neki?
Yeah.
Who's slapping?
That's my pen.
yeah. What
That's
I
my
got,
point.
what I got from that is that Oda still doesn't get it. With like, he still doesn't
What
get
did I
it.
say about Brago hating Oda earlier?
Nah, I know. I'm just saying he still doesn't get it. It was like, Marineford. I know it. But then he references Marineford as far as like, it's gonna make Marineford look like nothing. So it's like, you come out and you say you don't want to make fights, blah blah blah. You focus on the story and characters, but it's like Marineford. you reference Marineford as far as like the end of One Piece. So it's like, why not make more shit like Marineford? I'm not saying Marineford is even my favorite arc, but it's like.
That's just like Oda's style, though, right? Like he doesn't. It's not like Dragon Ball Z where it's just fucking balls to the wall action with just
right.
You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Why reference Marineford then?
Yeah, he keeps using it as a benchmark.
Yeah, why reference that?
Yeah, didn't they hype up Wano to be better than Marineford?
Marineford, and they always use Marineford.
Well, because Marineford is literally the most popular arc in One Piece. It's popularity.
That's my point.
What's your point?
No, but like, yeah, okay, but like, I'm pretty sure you're. I might be.
Oh, I get Brago's point.
You're insinuating that like he should make more arcs like Marineford. That's what you're saying, right?
I'm saying if like Oda said he doesn't focus on fights, that's not his thing. But it's like with Marineford, we know like a lot of it was like the hype, the top tiers, the clash, all that. But it's like that's not what he does. That's not like his focus. But then why would he use that as like a point of reference? I guess. But again, like you guys said, it's marketing. Supposedly, yeah.
But then again, here comes Brago's point that I just got. If it sells the most, why not do it more often?
If that's your focus.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't think it.
It's the best arc in One Piece, though.
I mean, yeah, but why reference Marineford?
As far as like initial pleasure, yes, obviously he would get a bunch of sales of fucking.
So then sales the most important thing.
Sales are the most important thing to Oda, though.
If he threw a Kainu down here and started fucking having a Kainu fight with Big Mom, yeah, like okay, that'd be pretty cool. But like, it would kind of take away from fucking like I guess like the overall story and like. In the long run, looking back at the story, it would be worse. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Not really. If it had enough set up from beforehand, like obviously, if you're saying just throw Akainu into an arc, of course it will ruin it. But I mean, if Oda sets it up beforehand, then it wouldn't.
All right,
Like
listen.
a
Let me
dragon
put it this
to
way.
fight at the Reverie.
One Piece is one of the most unique series I think I've ever read, just because of the fact that I don't think I will ever be able to drop this series because I want to know what the fuck's gonna happen so fucking bad that I can't ever drop this shit. So like he's obviously got a formula cooking up right here that I think it's like you're criticizing it too much if you think that like he's fucking something up.
Yeah, but wait, you just said we just said he fucked up the second half of Whole Cake.
No. I'm just saying in like the overall sense of like the story, like you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I mean,
that's why I don't like whenever we pull the whole convenience thing because it's like this is how he's been running it since the beginning. We know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That this is how he's going to do it till the very end. It's like, but it keeps pulling us in every time.
But I don't like having conversations or discussions around where we're trying to predict what's going to happen and we just automatically just use, hey, plot. Because the plot, Luffy's going to win. It's like, then why are we having this discussion?
But that's every story, though.
No, but why even have the discussion if we're just going to like rely on plot at the end of it?
Says Stebo, who hasn't even watched or read half the story. So stop talking.
That's not true.
Have you watched IPA yet?
No, I have not. I've told you what arcs I've yet to explore.
I'm in half of the story. With people that haven't even watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, so shut up.
I've seen Full Metal Alchemist.
I haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I watched like the first
the elitist.
And I turn it off.
I'm in a stream. I'm in a stream where people haven't even watched Gurren Lagann.
No, that's one I haven't seen.
What is that? I mean, listen, man. These anime elitists, man. We can't deal with these dudes.
It's not elitist. Look, man. We just started. I guess we just started with anime. You know, for a long time we've been watching anime, so it's like. You gotta watch these classic stuff.
Yeah, there's.
But for y'all are newbies, so it's like y'all don't want to. Y'all just want to skip steps.
So aren't you guys being elitist then? We're just like, oh, if you guys haven't watched this, your opinion in anime.
Well, the thing is, like, Gurren Lagann is specific. Like, I can never watch that series. I hate fucking animes that's got that fucking super weeb, fucking half naked bitches. Is like the entire point of the fucking anime. I can't watch that shit. It makes me cringe.
Ooh.
You need more cringe in your life.
No.
Yeah, that's not even like
bro.
That's not even half the story. That's like the first episode.
I'm just laughing at this nigga Fruit, bro. That is the worst like thing that I've ever heard anybody say about Gurren Lagann. Like what?
What, dude?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, that's not about the story at all.
Someone recommended it to me, and I look it up, and I see fucking when you go to images on this thing, like the covers, it's just like a bunch of fucking half naked cat girls and like fucking.
Bruh.
What?
Bruh, there is fucking
and a transformer.
Like, dude, what is Nami? Nami literally wears a fucking bikini everywhere.
Yeah, fruit.
Okay, but that is not the same thing at all. Like, what is it? What is this one fucking? Hold on, let me find. There's this other one. Is it Soul Eater?
I bet you won't find it.
No, it's not Soul Eater. It's another one.
You're probably talking about Kill or Kill.
What is Kill or Kill? No,
probably Kill or Kill because she like half naked. Well, she basically is naked. It's like they're just covering up her nipples and her pussy, basically.
Why you gotta say it like that, man?
Because that's basically what it is, right?
No, someone recommended me this anime like yesterday, man.
All I'm saying is that, like, okay, so for instance, right, like if you call yourself a hip hop fan, there's certain albums that, like, if someone asks you, hey, have you heard this, bro? And you say no, they're gonna question like your credibility as far as like what you garner as good music or not.
I don't think so.
And we call those people elitists.
No, right. Here's the thing. If someone says, if you say, yo, have you seen, listen, if you've seen Hunter x Hunter, right? And they say no, then you're like, what? What do you mean? Like, I question your anime then. I question how you view anime then. It's like,
No, but here's the thing. Here's the difference, though, y'all. It's not like you're just watching this for your enjoyment, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And you're keeping it to yourself, and somebody just finds out you watch anime. Now they got a question for you. It's more like you joined an anime club. That's pretty much what we're doing right now. Right. This is an anime club where we watch anime like very often and stuff. So it's like we expect you to know a certain amount of things about anime and have to watch like these classic animes like Gurren Lagann. But
yeah. Why is wait, let me ask you a question here. All right. Why is Gurren Lagann good? Remove nostalgia.
Why is it good?
Yes. Dude, you just have to watch it. Like,
bro, look, a lot of anime is about emotion, and Gurren Lagann is full of emotion. So it's one of those things. It's like if you like anime, you're probably gonna like this one.
Like, okay. For instance, if you like shonen, right? Or if you call yourself, oh yeah, I'm a fan of shonen, I'm a fan of shonen battle manga. If you haven't watched a certain anime or at least even heard of a certain anime in that genre, and we all know what it is, people are gonna be like, wait, what? Like, what exactly?
I feel like this is different in like this context because I feel like this is more One Piece driven, where it's like it's more so if you haven't read. Or if you say you haven't read an SBS, or if you haven't watched certain arcs, if you haven't read certain arcs, then it's like
it's like Gurren Lagann is like it's not. I don't think you are like you can compare this to fucking rap. Like, if you're comparing this to rap, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm a hip hop fan, and then you're like, oh, have you ever listened to Big L? Like that would be like a comparison. Like he's like a legend, but like realistically, not a lot of people know about him today. He was like.
Nah. Big L wouldn't be good if you. So for instance, right? And I'm not saying Gurren Lagann is one of these things because there's a lot of things that are better than Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is just, I mean, there's a lot of things that are better than Gurren Lagann.
It's just a classic, man.
Yeah, it's just like for what it is and for what it like does. Like, okay, Brago, you know how your excuse for watching the bullshit Dragon Ball Super is turn your brain off. Turn your brain off, dude. If you watch, turn your brain off. It's literally just like it's supposed to be that over the top, just crazy
entertainment,
entertaining, fun, like literally. So if you can make that distinction with Dragon Ball Super, then that all I'm saying is you should be able to do the same thing with like other series that serve the same purpose.
I mean, Gurren Lagann, like I don't know.
I've never said it. I've never watched that show, but like. Dragon Ball Z, like I feel like it's like just uncomparable because like the aesthetic of Dragon Ball Z,
that's the OG right there, man.
Like the aesthetic of Dragon Ball Z, like the power ups and everything, is just like
a continuation.
It's too iconic to like even compare it.
But not Super, man. Super
is the same characters,
bro. Dragon Ball Super is not iconic.
The same characters is about it. I mean, they can't rewrite the same plot.
Dragon Ball Super is not iconic in any sense of the word
at all.
Dragon Ball is iconic.
No,
I was talking about Dragon Ball Z in general, but
no, we're talking about Super.
I didn't know you were talking about Super. I didn't
see that Jiren fight.
I didn't think you were talking about Super
I did not.
Specifically.
I didn't see it either.
Exactly, it's not iconic.
Dragon Ball.
I didn't see it.
Dragon Ball, and it's like
no. Hey, Brago, guess what? You can say Dragon Ball. All you want is a classic or iconic or whatnot. But how many people in here has actually watched the original Dragon Ball series? Not a lot. They've seen Z.
That's shit's
it.
Fucking trash. I've never watched more than 2.
No, it's not.
Somebody kicked this nigga Fruit.
That shit is what I'm saying, bro.
I bet you never watched it, Fruit.
When did you watch it?
I watched like the first fucking 20 episodes. I fucking fell asleep.
Yo, if you're a fan of One Piece and you're literally saying Dragon Ball is trash, like, bro, I don't know what to do with you. I really
Bro,
don't.
I actually fell into a coma because I got so fucking bored. They had to fucking put me in like in the hospital for like 2 weeks.
Stop it.
They had to pump chemicals into me to get me out of that fucking bored ass state.
Oh man, come on, Fruit, don't do that.
Yeah, Fruit, I can't defend that, Fruit.
I don't know what to do with you.
Fruit, I can't defend. I understand if you're like, yeah, I haven't seen it, but if you say it's trash, I'm like, bro, come on, like.
Yo, somebody kick this nigga Fruit out. He's reached Thailand.
Wait. Someone said Gurren Lagann got fairy tale power ups. Is this facts?
Oh snap!
No, it's different though. It's
no.
I think that's the only way to make sense of it. So.
It's not comparable.
Fairy tale power ups.
I never seen it, but I know where they get to by the end of the series. So
Okay.
and it really doesn't make sense to me for 24 episodes or however long.
Everyone is so tilted in the chat. I didn't think people actually like Dragon Ball.
Bro, Dragon Ball is the OG. You can't talk about Dragon Ball.
Yo, this is how I could tell people like Stebo and other people in this chat don't watch a lot of anime, because he just said, I've seen where they got at the end, and I don't see how they got there in 24 episodes.
I can't
Master J,
even let Master J finish this.
Right. This dude literally says every time I don't watch anime.
But Master J, that's 24 episodes for them to go from being underground. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I'm talking about, bro. That's a drastic difference. That's a drastic difference.
It's not if you've seen the anime, but no, you over here reading Wikis and
wait a second.
I'm telling you from my perspective, it makes sense.
Your perspective from that's an uneducated perspective, though. I don't want to hear about an uneducated.
But what he was saying is that for you to say that, he's saying that most anime are like 24 episodes, like long running anime. Yeah, long running anime, like that's not a common thing.
I understand that. I'm only saying, given the fact that it's 24 episodes, knowing where they go from at the beginning of the series towards the end, it makes sense that somebody.
Actually, you know what? Steve, you know how I can really tell that you don't know what you're talking about? Because if you watch it, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, if I should say it, but there's a time skip in the story.
Oh, okay, well then that makes sense. Exactly. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say, bro.
Yeah,
bro,
there are no iconic moments from Dragon Ball. Don't fucking get me started from this shit.
Yes, there is.
Bruh,
King Piccolo getting
killed. Get the
Stop.
fuck out, Fruit. Get the fuck out.
I have never heard anyone talk about original Dragon Ball in my entire life, bro.
Yo, Goku versus the Red Ribbon. Goku versus the Red Ribbon Army. Like,
oh, you think that's equivalent to fucking any fight in Dragon Ball?
What's his name? General Tao or whatever. That's his name, right? General Tao.
Pai.
Yes.
Yeah.
And every single one of those. Every single one of those are like a tenth of the iconicness that it comes with Frieza.
But that doesn't mean that it's not iconic. It just means it's not as iconic, right?
Yeah, that just means that you're a weeb and you don't know much about anime. That's it. I'm not attacking you.
You just contradicted yourself. You said you're a weeb and you don't know much about anime.
I can't believe this nigga Fruit is like doing this, bro. Somebody get this nigga Fruit out of here, bro.
I said, Brago, get your man.
Fruit, you don't remember Master Roshi blowing up the moon, bro?
Like,
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch that shit.
Yo, Fruit, you need to go live.
You remember him going through King Piccolo's stomach?
You lived the fucking shitty childhood. If you didn't fucking see that shit, bro. If you didn't see Master Roshi blow up the fucking moon, bro, I don't know what the fuck you were doing.
You didn't see Goku at age like. You didn't see Goku at age like 4 touching all over Bulma?
Yeah, when he was checking the agenda, everyone.
That was like the first episode too. I think.
Everyone remembers that.
It probably would have been the hypest fight of all time if Master Roshi was a villain. But that nigga said, "Oh, the moon, huh?" And then he just blew that thing up, son. Then he just blew it up. I'm like, "Oh, come on, son. Come on, son." It's like Katakuri seeing Luffy going to the Guild Fort, and he like, "Nah."
Brago, you gotta edit this out of this stream, bro.
Yo, you guys are really talking about a series where fucking Krillin and Yamcha are like the main characters? Like, come on, bro.
That's when they started off with Dragon Ball Z. Like, come on, what are you talking about? Literally, Gohan and them Goku and them grew up with Yamcha and Krillin. That's why they're the main characters.
I can't believe this nigga.
I say this. Saying it's trash. I can't defend that, but I don't feel like
I can't believe this, bro. Brago, you gotta bang the gavel, bro. You gotta put a stop to this shit.
Here's the thing.
How do you feel about Dragon Ball?
You know wait,
hold on. I don't feel like I'm of the mindset where I don't feel like you gotta watch something to have credibility, in a sense, where it's like, Dragon Ball, it's cool.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna
in
watch
Stevo's case, he
something.
didn't watch Skypiea. That's like the best arc.
Yeah, that's different. That's
Oh
different.
my god!
How
Wait,
is that
what?
No, because it's
Yo!
like you're saying because not watching Dragon Ball, then it's like everything else.
It's like I gotta tell
Discussion,
this.
everything else
I gotta
is
tell
different.
everybody this like 3 times, bro. At least.
And then he tries to talk about Eneru.
This is
my
what I'm.
God.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me
Bro,
stop.
okay.
Steve-O is
Yo,
Man,
on
I
the
swear,
real
I
right
swear
now-
I've told you this twice already, bro.
I had no idea that people actually felt this passionate about Dragon Ball. I thought it was just collectively accepted that that shit was trash.
No, Fruit,
No.
you're like the only
I've never
person-
heard anybody say Dragon Ball was trash.
That was cheap.
I've never heard anybody come out and say, "Oh yeah, Dragon." Bro, Fruit, stop it, bro. Like, Fruit, if you go to New York, bro, we gonna have to catch a fade, bro. Like on site, bro. Like,
You're gonna run
Man,
out of
I'm
fade.
gonna catch this fade for you, bro, because I know you're gonna be too high. You're gonna be moving slow. Fruit might actually get one off you, bro.
Oh,
hey,
my.
wait a
Like,
second, though. Wait a second. Somebody's saying that I'm a Gurren Lagann fanatic. No, I'm not a Gurren Lagann fanatic. I literally just said that there's plenty of anime that are better than that. It's just good anime. Like, it's something good.
Yeah.
It's something funny. Like,
And it's an entry level anime at that, so it's like,
but
come on.
hey, Master J, I fucks with you for you know being a stan of Gurren Lagann, bro. But you're
Word,
still,
bro.
you know, Master Juice Box, bro.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Juice.
Wait, Fruit, they going in on you in the chat, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know, I'm
they-
reading
they've
it.
been
Someone said
going on.
DBZ is considered trash, not Dragon Ball. Like, what? No, come on, bro. That's just blasphemy.
You even know about the whole underworld
Crash
thing?
Code Super and GT.
Listen, man, I don't know shit about Dragon Ball. All I know is that fucking Goku had a tail and fucking Master Roshi fucking taught him how to Kamehameha and then some green dude fucking spit out Piccolo and he fucking
Fruit, we should write a review, bro. You should write a casual review of Dragon Ball.
We'll need to start writing reviews.
That should be
Hold
lit.
on a second. Hold on a second. Somebody really just put Death Note is greater than Gurren Lagann. I don't think anybody would fucking debate that shit. Like, so, hey,
Bro,
you want a
hold
fucking
on.
cookie?
Oh my god, I gotta respond to these fucking. You continue. I gotta fucking do some research really quick.
Fruit was like, I'm going to see the reviews for this
People are
shit.
stupid, bro. Why would you even put those in the two
Like,
comparable?
yeah,
Like,
why would you even put those two together? Like, that's like saying Code
Okay, bro.
Geass is better than fucking
Bro.
Gurren Lagann. Like, no shit.
Dragon Ball ended its airing in 1989. These niggas in here in the chat are like, "Oh, what is Fruit born in 2002? Are you guys born in 1970?" I was negative
true.
years old.
hey,
when this-
no. Hey, Fruit. Check when Dragon Ball Z ended.
Alright.
Oh my god, bro. Like, yo, Froob, you gotta stop, bro. Like,
Fruit about to read the wiki.
So that was one of
Take notes.
yo, Froob, look, listen. If I'm being forced to read Kingdom, then you gotta go read Dragon Ball.
I can't, man. I tried like 3 times.
There's no way. There's no way.
When did Dragon Ball Z end though?
Like in the
1996.
90s.
I just
1996.
I just
I'm
got-
pretty sure you were probably born around 1996, weren't you?
I just got past what's it called? I just
Yeah, I
got
was
past
born
like
in
chapter
1996.
60 in fucking Kingdom.
Exactly. So,
Oh,
but
okay.
you've seen all of Dragon Ball Z,
60?
right?
Yeah, 60.
But you wasn't even born whenever it started. So
I thought you was like in the 300s.
No,
No,
I
I
started
never
watching that
said
shit
that.
when I was a baby.
Oh,
I never said that. I'm too lazy, man. Like, bro, starting a series, especially reading it, is like the most tedious fucking shit ever. Oh my god. I just wish because normally whenever I start a series, I watch the anime and
First,
then
yeah.
I pick up where it is.
It's
So,
a shame that anime is so fucking garbage for Kingdom, bro.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with Gurren
So-
Lagann, the anime, it's like some of the jokes just don't hit for me, bro. I don't know if I'm like joked out from Brooke or some shit, but it's like I'm just like,
this are, bro.
I'm like, y'all
Yep,
got,
that
You
was
just happen to be an old dude, with no funny bone left.
Y'all gotta move on. Nah. But like I said, I'm gonna watch it so that I can see what the hype is about. Honestly, like
No, don't, because I feel like you're gonna come back, give us a bogus review. You're gonna ruin all the
bogus
hype for all
or
the
facts.
other younger
Bogus or
anime lovers.
facts. You know I'm gonna give it. You know I'm gonna bring facts.
Yo,
Maybe
yo,
in your adult mind, but adults, never mind. I'm gonna stop.
y'all, I didn't say I didn't say
Youth
the
is
Kingdom
everything.
was
That's
bad.
what y'all want, right?
I didn't say the Kingdom was bad at all. I just said getting into it is hard.
Getting
Like,
into like new series and it's like it's difficult.
Maybe for lazy people.
Yo, shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to everybody that's about to get into Haikyuu.
Nobody's doing that. Stop it. Bro, Dustin read out the first chapter. That joke was like 50 pages. It was straight trash. Dude.
Come on, one chapter. Why
would you read the first chapter of Haikyuu? Like,
watch the
anime. Watch the
I prefer actually
anime.
reading sports manga over watching the anime. Actually,
Really?
it's better. Yeah, I way prefer the manga.
Why?
Way prefer it. I don't know. I like the art. I'm a guy who prefers art over like the animation panels. I don't know. For me, it's like a personal taste.
Yeah, I could prefer that. I could prefer the manga over the anime.
Like for Kirk no Basket, I read the entire manga. When the anime came out, I was like, nah, I'm not watching this shit.
Boy,
I'm the exact opposite. I will never read a manga without fucking watching the anime first.
I would try to read a manga if it's really good, but like with Tokyo Ghoul, I read like the majority of that, and it's like for the most part, it's like what is going on?
I feel like it helps like knowing like the characters' voices and everything, so you can kind of like.
It does help.
I know some people like fucking making their own fucking like ideas of what the characters are like, but
yo, Master J, look at the comment section, bro. Like, bro,
I don't want to. So you can read it out if you want to.
Black Clover over Gurren Lagann, someone's saying.
What? Wait,
bro,
what did you say?
Black Clover is fucking trash though. Like,
wait, what? Stop talking, bro.
Black Clover is a fucking bro. Like, are you? Nah, we're not even gonna do this. I'll just let it leave. I'll just let it breathe.
I mean, for one, don't spoil nothing because like I'm still catching up on that.
Are you talking about the anime or the manga?
Shit, either or.
I mean, I really enjoy the manga, but I guess
what makes something trash? That's the question here.
What makes something trash?
Yeah,
a lack of originality.
Oh, that's where he's going. Okay, nah. Yeah, we can just end that one. Because, like, obviously you watched the first episode and that was it.
No, I didn't. I actually read a couple of chapters of that shit, and that shit sucks.
No, it doesn't, bro.
Black Clover, great.
Look, I'm sorry if I triggered you. When I said haiku was trash, I was just playing around.
No. I'm not even trying to. I'm not trying to do that, bro. But like, listen. The thing with My Hero Academia and Black Clover is that in My Hero Academia is not trash. I was
about to say we're about to go in.
I've been in a My Hero Academia.
I was about to say, nigga. I was like, yo, Matt, we were just talking about this shit, bro.
Yes, I've been in a My Hero Academia stream. Listen. The thing with these two anime or these two series is that they came after Naruto for one, so or they came around the time that Naruto was ending. And it's very hard. It's very, very, very hard not to see the similarities and for these series not to be overhyped. The community, the YouTube community, not people on the outside. I'm talking about the YouTube anime community. Y'all hype the holy fucking hell out of these fucking series.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. I don't see the similarities in either one. But I will say with Black Clover, he does constantly say he wants to be the Wizard King. And that is the only part that makes me feel like, okay,
Black Clover, I low-key see it, right? Because he's like the kid with no abilities and he's got the best friend that's fucking amazing. That's basically Naruto and Sasuke. Like, I kind of see it.
Isn't it like most shonen though?
It's most.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's like every shonen.
My hero comparisons to Naruto, I don't see that.
No, but the thing is, like, we can't saying that he's a kid without a lot of abilities and he has a friend who is fucking amazing. Like My Hero Academia.
And then you learn it later on. He's like,
that's my hero too. Yeah.
That's my hero.
No, the reason why My Hero gets a lot of hate is because we've already talked about this shit, man. YouTubers saw that Naruto was ending, so they had to find a new Cash King. They had to find something else to latch onto that was shonen that people are gonna like read. That's gonna be ongoing. So they found this, and they're like, "Yo, this is gonna be the next big thing. It's the best." Yada yada yada. And we're already comparing it to Naruto, and Naruto is 700 chapters deep, and My Hero Academia wasn't even 100 chapters deep.
Why would you
at this
do that,
point?
That's ridiculous.
What, dude? That's the same thing that I wanted to know. Like, why don't you just let the series be itself? Like, just let it breathe. Same thing that happened with Toriko. And don't get me wrong, Toriko was good. Toriko was good up until the fucking time skip. But like, dude, even Toriko, it was overhyped to all hell, and people were just turned away from it because people wanted something to latch onto. They're like, oh, the world building is as great as One Piece, because like in the world building was good. It was really good in Toriko. But my thing is, we always want to compare things, and it's so hard to compare these series to series like Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach when they're over 500 chapters. Like that's not a common thing to get to that point.
Yeah.
Of being over 500 chapters. Like that's like 10 years of work right there.
Yeah.
And you want to compare
than
a
that.
fucking
It's actually over. You only get
that's
39
more
chapters
than
a year, basically around that.
Yeah.
Like 45.
Oda
I
does.
kinda wanna pick up
Oda
Black
does
Clover,
about
but
39
I don't-
chapters a year.
Yeah.
I don't like
Normally,
reading series that are like fucking
cool.
having like don't have a lot of chapters yet.
That nigga Kubo was putting out 48 chapters a year consistently.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you should just go into it and try not to compare. I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, Black Clover, I'm watching it. It's entertaining. It's fine. I mean, I see the comparisons, but you know, I'm willing to look past that.
The problem, to tell you the truth, the problem is that, and this is not going to change because we just happen to be on YouTube. But whenever you're in these communities, you decide to turn on that part of your brain that whenever you're normally reading it by yourself,
Yeah,
you shut off or look over.
Yeah, you don't notice these things.
Yeah, you don't over. You know,
you're not looking at art and animation. Like I didn't care about that shit before.
I disagree with that though. Like, I mean, the art and animation thing I agree with. I mean, like with the comparisons though, like if I had just finished reading Naruto, right, and then I was to watch Black Clover or read Black Clover, I would notice that shit instantly.
Exactly.
Regardless of whether I
No,
talk to
but
them
but would you stop reading?
it wouldn't. No,
There's no criticism.
Even
Because if on YouTube there's criticism, if you come in a stream and say that, okay, now you got Matt B and a couple other people agreeing with you, and now you're bashing the series before you even got to chapter 5. You know what I'm saying?
Even now that I do YouTube, like that still doesn't change whether I watch something or not. Like I will stop watching something if I don't like it, regardless of the comparisons. Like even if it has no comparisons and I don't like it, I'll stop watching it.
I literally heard people say that they're watching Black Clover because it reminds them of Naruto. You know what I mean? It's like where someone like after Naruto has ended,
there's two sides to every story.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they could just rewatch Naruto though.
No, they want something new.
Yeah.
It's not new. They want Naruto.
Sometimes
they
I
want
go
something
back
like
and rewatch
Naruto.
Fairy Tail and hope that something changes.
Nah,
You know, like I kind of get the point because like if you ever like read a manga and you thought it was really good and like you go into Google and you type in mangas like
exactly
X, Y, and Z and like things pop up and like that's how like I know a lot of people who've actually found mangas just because like, they like a certain manga and just wanted to find something similar
That's
to
what
it.
I fucking did.
Because I've done that before too with series like
That's how I
manga
found
like
fucking
Tokyo Ghoul or like manga
I
like
just-
blah blah blah.
I just finished watching fucking Dragon Ball Z. I was like, animes like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, and I think that's what people
Watch
are
this.
going for. That's why
Yeah.
Black Clover is going to be, fairly successful because they're like, this is kind of like Naruto. I fuck with it. It's just that simple.
I mean, I haven't like seen anything from Black Clover, but I'm not gonna judge it.
It's fine. The main character, he just screams too much.
I've heard the memes. I just haven't seen like the
That's it.
read or watched
mean,
anything.
I'm gonna wait until the first anime or the first season of anime is over, and then I'm gonna watch it.
It's only annoying in the first episode. After
that you get used to it.
What episode is it on right now?
7, I think.
7? I don't know. But like I said, I'm not gonna be overly critical with like Black Clover. It's just just gonna watch it. It is what it is.
So I typed in like mangas like One Piece and Toriko came up, and so did Black Clover,
Those are great comparisons, I think.
and so did Hunter x Hunter.
Toriko is probably like the best comparison to One Piece as far as like the aspect of like how vast the world is. Other than that though, nah.
You wouldn't say Hunter x Hunter's on that level or no?
Definitely.
Hunter x Hunter?
I like Hunter x Hunter better than One Piece.
I feel like it could have been on that level, but like it was
Dude,
like
when we're talking about
Hunter.
world building, I don't know, man. Like,
No, not world building.
First of all, we have this whole other continent that's been hinted that we have.
But if
yet
it's
to go
unexplored,
to.
world building is no.
but exactly. If it's unexplored and we don't know, like world building is.
But the anticipation plays into that as well.
But world building
We had a
isn't
whole
necessarily.
He's on indefinite hiatus, bro. Come on.
Listen. World building isn't necessarily how big the world is. It's like It's the things that consist of the world that you've created. So
Yeah, how deep
They
you go
created
into
a whole
it.
video game which was a world.
This is how I think of world building. When I think of world building, I might be just completely wrong, but when I think of world building, I think about like when we see Kaido and the entire fucking community goes nuts just off of the reveal of the character and he doesn't even fucking do anything. Like that's like an example of good world building.
How is
Because,
that world building?
okay,
like,
okay, look. Here's an example. Here's an example of some world building, right? You take Naruto. Take Naruto for example, and how the different clans like their origins and stuff like that, where they came from. That's world building. Naruto, or take One Piece for example. You not even learning about the different islands, but like the poneglyphs, the void century, stuff like that.
Or and how
the Den Mushi, exact. Thank you. That's world building. Like how the things in the world, or how the things that are introduced into the story affect the world. Fucking
Bro, we literally have like
one of the-
calamities in Hunter x Hunter where it's like they made its way to the real world, but we don't know where they came from. Or like some of them came from like the Dark Continent. We have like the world of like different places in the Hunter x Hunter verse as far as like where the Phantom Troop came from. It's like there's been good world building in Hunter
no,
x
but
Hunter.
if it's
another
unexplained, then it's not.
Wait,
and on
half
top
of
that-
bro, stop. Half of
another
One
thing-
Piece is unexplained.
No, Brago, but here's where you're wrong.
Nah, he
Here's
has a
where you're
point
wrong.
there.
It might be
No,
be
he doesn't have a
unexplained in
point.
One Piece, but we still get to see how a lot of things affect other
Bro,
things in the world on
literally
a bigger
Killua's
scale. We don't
little
see that.
Wait a
brother,
second,
Killua's little brother,
look
we
at
saw
the
how that
bounty.
affected the world.
Dude,
That's
look at
part of the
bounty
Dark
system.
Continent.
Look at the bounty system in One
Which
Piece.
is-
That's world
stop.
building. Look at the bounty system. Look at the way that the fucking news coup. That like, dude, that's world building.
Bro,
You
look at the
find out-
different look at the different hunters we have and the different types of hunters they are. Like saying those type of hunters, we're looking forward and anticipating
Dude,
the
we
different types of
barely
hunters.
No, that is world building,
we
but that's not
barely-
as much world building as that's in freaking One Piece.
no, hold on, let me say this. Brago. What happens after every One Piece arc?
But I'm not sure what happens.
We get to
bounty,
see
bounty
what-
race?
we get to see what happens around the world, and we get to see how what just happened in that arc is affecting everything else, and like what every like other important characters are doing at that point in time. Like, isn't that world building?
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is more isolated.
That's to me that's recap.
Recap.
I wouldn't call it recap if these are
I mean,
things that we
I
don't
feel
know.
like one of the best feats for One Piece world building is like the cover stories and shit. The fact that they got like different stories.
I mean, I don't know. I might not even understand.
that adds
all the
to
stuff
world
with
building.
NL adds to it as well.
Like I was trying to say, man, look at the bounty system in One Piece. That's a perfect example of introducing a concept that affects the entire world. Yes, we do know about different hunters in Hunter x Hunter, but how many of those hunters do we actually like? Do we actually delve into? We don't know what they do.
On top of that, when we see all these different hunters, right? Hold up. When we see all these different hunters, we don't know automatically what type they are. A lot of them, most of them, we
They say
never
what
get to
type
figure out what their
They say what
no,
type of
we
hunter
never
they
get
are.
to figure out what their main occupation is.
They would say
we just get
treasure-
to see
no,
what
they
are
say
in that
they-
isolated situations.
They would say treasure hunter. They would say bounty hunter.
Gourmet hunter.
There's gourmet
It
hunter.
doesn't,
What?
it doesn't
Prime
say
hunter?
that very
They say
often
they
at
say
all.
yes they do for the hunters that are introduced. For like the Zodiacs.
Not very often.
The Zodiacs.
They told us what kind of hunter Bisky was. They told us. What
They
kind of
tell us what type of
Those
hunter.
are main characters.
I feel like they told us what kind of hunter Nova was.
Dude, I would
Those
even
are
argue
all
that
main
Naruto-
characters. I'm talking about all these other guys. Like, what about all these
Wait,
guys that?
wait, who's the main? Nova's the main
If
character.
you're talking about random characters, then what are the odds that we gonna learn anything
Bro,
about
I
random
would-
characters?
Random
I would
characters
even
is part of the world
argue-
building.
I would even argue that Naruto's world building is better than Hunter x Hunter's.
How? They're stuck in the villages.
They're stuck in villages, bro. That like look. I'm
Naruto
not talking about
pigeonholed
how
themselves.
big-
Wait, hold on. Can we define what world building is? Because I feel like we're all going off different definitions, and I 100% know that my definition is way different than yours definitions.
No,
Okay,
you all have the same world building.
It's
It's how
hard.
deep your world is.
We're not
It's hard to
talking- we're not
pinpoint one
talking-
specific definition of world building, bro.
Okay, look. You can put culture into how the world building is. The culture that's in the series. That would be clans, villages, stuff like that. Hunters, obviously, so on and so forth. Pirates, marines, revolutionaries, whoever, like whatever else you want to say.
Like, 'cause, like my idea of world building is like to me, like the perfect example of world building would be like that last arc after Dressrosa, when we kind of saw like what was happening out of like with Doflamingo's fall, with like all the people losing their guns and like what all the supernovas were doing on the different islands and like how that
But
was.
that's the more direct approach though. Like that definitely is world building, but that's like directly like him putting it in your face. Okay, this is what's happening in the world. But with things like the Dendemushi, we see that everybody in the world depends on that technology. You know what I'm saying? That's part of building the world. It's like, okay, this is how they communicate wirelessly. You know what I'm saying? It's just small things like that add up and build up.
So you're saying having a cell phone is world building?
Yeah, like
it creates more of a yes. It is actually yes.
Wait. We literally saw like bought a cell phone and a cell phone that can translate different languages, which is gonna play a part more than likely when they go to the Dark Continent.
Like for me, I feel like world building.
You always bring up the Dark Continent. If you have to bring up the Dark Continent for each one of your,
you just brought up the Dendemushi.
No. What I'm saying is that my points don't all depend on the Dendemushi. A lot of your points that you brought up depend on the Dark Continent.
No, I also mentioned like Meteor City and the different hunters that they are. That hasn't. We have like a lot of information in regards to world building there. Like I don't feel like Hunter x Hunter is pigeonholed at all. We go to so many different places in Hunter x Hunter already. Like York New City is like
pigeonholed. It's just
so. What are we saying?
York New.
No, it's. I don't know. Like Fruit said, we would definitely need to agree on like a set definition. For me, because otherwise we're just
okay. Let's agree on that first. I end this in 12 minutes, but let's agree on that first.
Things like happen outside of the Straw Hats. Like it doesn't feel like the worlds revolve around just the Straw Hats.
Yeah, it can't be.
And Hunter x Hunter in that situation, Hunter x Hunter is way better as far as things revolving outside of like the main characters, because a lot of people care even more about the Phantom Troop than like Gon and Killua. Because of what we know about them.
Aren't even the main characters in the manga right now, aren't they?
They're not. They're not in this arc right now. That's amazing. Is it not?
I feel like it's the same way with One Piece. We just never got the opportunity to be away from the Straw Hats.
That's what I'm saying, because that.
But I think that's coming up with.
That's the thing. Like with like the supernovas, like I don't know. I feel like Oda would have the potential to do something like that with that, but he would never do it. Like I'd be perfectly fine with the fucking Useless Kid arc, but I think people would be salty about that.
I mean,
of course they would. Straw Hat voice.
I mean, like I said, One Piece has great world building, but I'm just saying Hunter x Hunter has really good world building as well.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter has great world building. Like we understand how the culture is and everything's being developed well. Like we know that they have a specific currency. We know I guess what it is, the balance of the currency and everything. Like we know how a 10 billion berries is nothing compared to $10 billion. It's pretty much the same way with the currency in Hunter x Hunter. We know that they got different species in the world. Like when we found out about chimera ants, that was a big revelation.
You know about like hunter cards and stuff like that. Every hunter has to have.
You know how they got like assassination troops, like the Zoldyck family, and you know different things like that. It's a bunch of stuff going on within the world.
They introduced the mafia as far as like the 10 Dons and shit like that. So we know about other shit that's going on in Hunter x Hunter. And I like how like everybody's point is like, oh, you're never going to see that anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, okay. Okay.
Who would say that?
I mean, it's kind of a valid point.
That's what the chat is saying.
Who's not?
Hunter x Hunter doesn't have adventure fields.
What? Who said that?
I'm saying, motherfucker. Listen, man.
Yeah, who said that?
Listen, man.
Sometimes you just gotta get off the internet, man, because like people be saying some crazy stuff on you.
Like I said, I
agree. Hunter off the internet, man. We always connected. They watching. You can't get off the internet.
The internet is a crazy place, bro. I heard some fucking crazy dude say that the fucking white people were controlling Joe Budden.
Oh damn!
Oh my! Who said that, Fru? Who said that? You gotta call him out. You gotta call him out. Who said that?
I wonder how many people actually get that reference.
I don't get it.
It was fucking Master J.
No, that's not what I said.
Please.
That's not what I said. I literally told Fru something. No, I used those words in a different combination, and I said it to Fru, and then I said, never mind, you're gonna take it the wrong way, so let's just not talk about it. And then this is what Fru came up with. So
no, I can go. I'm not gonna scroll back, but you said the white man is controlling the image of everyday struggle in Joe Budden.
I don't know if that's exactly what
it was
I said.
around those lines.
Sounds like something.
I don't know if that's exactly what I said.
This is the headcanon of Master J. The real life headcanon.
Wait, since we're like comparing Hunter x Hunter and One Piece, let's name some things that One Piece does better than Hunter x Hunter. Let's throw world building.
Why we gotta do this?
Let's throw world.
Everything.
World building. I think it
You
is.
can tell Brago been watching Hunter x Hunter lately because
That's
now he ain't on.
Wait, Matt.
I know.
All right, hold on.
The ability to actually write their story.
Stop it.
consistency.
Stop.
I'm talking about a story.
Everything.
Everything is better.
I wouldn't say everything.
No. Listen, man. Listen. If I'm gonna be completely honest, if Hunter x Hunter was consistent, I think it would be better than One Piece. But it's not. So
you mean that's consistent as far as like it being released, but not
If
the
it was
but not the
released-
content. Then
if
the content is there.
If Hunter x Hunter was released week by week, it would be better than One Piece.
Yeah, I probably agree with that, to be honest.
Like facts.
Right, I mean,
Well,
but then
yeah,
what I'm
if
saying,
you
like
look-
based on the content that's there, you're saying as far as like your enjoyment reading it like consistently, but as far as like the content that's there right now,
The thing about Hunter x Hunter is I think that it has like a better balance of like fights and like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like even though like we fucking hear this all the time, One Piece isn't about the fights, but I think that Hunter x Hunter has like a better balance of like fights in the series.
I would disagree with that.
The one thing
Look,
that
I like what Matt B said because I like what Matt B said because Hunter x Hunter and One Piece I think started around the same year.
Yeah, 1997.
But Hunter x Hunter is just coming back now. You know what I'm saying? It's like if it would have continued week by week just like One Piece, it would have been amazing.
Yeah, it would.
Talk
have.
about world building then.
Look, this is the thing though. I don't think it's a fair comparison because One Piece has more than double the chapters of Hunter x Hunter, and it's like if you if we're comparing them, then why don't we all agree that what would you say is the best arc in Hunter x Hunter? It's either York New, given
The
who
election
you
arc.
are, given who you are, besides this fucker right here.
And the election arc was deeply stuck up.
Besides this guy, the general consensus is gonna say York New or fucking the Chimera arc, okay? And
A lot
then-
of people hate Chimera for some reason.
I hate the
well,
Chimera arc as well.
that's fine. That's fine. We're talking about the general consensus, okay?
Yeah,
So-
that's the general
so-
consensus. Like
if-
50% hate the Chimera arc.
Okay,
No,
whatever you
they
say.
don't like it
I don't
because
think
it's
it's
slow in the
50%. I think
beginning,
it's
but
more
they
like
love the conclusion. So
I would say more
like
people like
15%.
the
you say.
York New arc just because the Phantom Troop.
So let me finish. So then you go to One Piece. What would you say is the best arc in One Piece? Sabaody? Marineford,
Water 7, Enies Lobby.
Enies Lobby.
Down Enies Lobby, Water
Skypiea.
somewhere in
Nigga, nobody's saying fucking
Alabasta,
Skypiea.
Dressrosa,
Nobody's
Nah,
saying
no one's
gotta represent
Skypiea.
my Skype,
So,
you know.
I would say Dressrosa.
Dressrosa.
if you compare like quality, if you compare the quality of those,
Blue
I
arc.
would say.
Wait, no one. Wait, who's saying the best arc is Dressrosa?
Me.
Listen, if you
We were talking about
compare-
consensus though, right?
Yeah, consensus. If you compare like the quality of the general consensus of the best arcs in One Piece and Hunter x Hunter, I don't think either one is better. I think you would just have to that would be a video in and of itself.
But the one thing that I fucking hate about Hunter x Hunter though is like I really don't think that it does the fucking characters that it drew justice. Like the fact that Leorio is completely like not even a factor in that series just like fucking
What do you
pissed
mean?
me off because I actually
I mean,
like
he's
that
just not a
character.
hunter.
That's why I like the 13th election.
I mean, for the most part,
What about
Leorio's purpose isn't like to be Killua and like gone. Like he's more of a support guy.
What you? Oh come on, bro! You really don't think they could have fucking threw him in an arc somewhere?
I mean, the thing is that the series is not done, bro. And it's like Leorio, he had shine in the election arc.
Man, that series ain't never gonna
Look
be
how long it
finished,
took
bro.
him.
Like, but bruh, that series ain't never gonna be fucking finished.
How long? It
Like
took?
we had that whole fucking what's the do with the chains
What are you
name?
talking about? We saw Shanks like 3 times
Kurapika?
the whole series. Like,
We had that fucking whole arc with Kurapika, who was like a main focus. Why the fuck is Leorio just gone through the entire series?
wait, what exactly do you want to see from Leorio?
I don't know. I thought his fucking character was funny. I liked his
I
character.
mean, you like it when he punched the dude in the face?
I feel like Leorio's character, like you use it in moments. It's like you don't want to overuse Leorio. So I
But
feel
like, why?
Leorio-
Okay. Here's the thing. They introduced the 4 characters as like these are like the 4 main characters,
Right.
and then Leorio is just like not in the series.
At all.
What do you mean he's not in the series?
It's like if they like took like the 5 main Straw Hats, and then like Sanji was just like they just like fucking let him like go off, and then like he came back in like after they got in the new world, like, hey guys, I'm back.
That probably would have been better.
I mean, the thing here's the thing. Compared to One Piece, like with the characters that were introduced in Hunter x Hunter, like they're not a group. They're not a group that set out say, "Hey, we're this."
But they kind of
group.
are. I mean, I know what you're saying. I know what you're trying to say, but they kind of are though.
No, what's the group? What's the name of their group?
Well, you don't need a name.
No, but what I'm saying is like with these guys, for them to accomplish their goals as far as the Straw Hats, they're sticking together. With them, they have to go out and do different things to accomplish their goals. It's like different training, different like ways to learn then. So it's like they don't have to stick together. So it's like how do
But you know what?
Was there an arc that Killua wasn't in?
No.
No, he's a fan favorite, bro.
Well, this arc.
But no, here's the issue though. Here's the issue. If it was if he was consistent, then we probably would have gotten like a partial Leorio arc by now.
I feel like you guys always go back to like the fact that it's like we're not getting enough content. I'm not talking about that.
Because that's facts.
I'm talking about like what we've gotten so far. Like judge that.
But what we've gotten so far is an incomplete product. If we looked at the big picture that is being shown that should have happened,
but I feel like we're being hypocritical though. When we say that we haven't gotten it, we're being hypocritical because we still don't know what hockey is for the most part.
Dude, if you talk, well, that doesn't really. Come on, Brago.
Huh?
Actually,
really?
Huh?
Nitpicking.
Nitpicking. I mean, it's facts.
I don't think that's a nitpick. That's like
Steve, you can't talk.
That's an integral part of the battle system.
So because we
go watch One Piece.
So because we don't know
more One Piece than you do.
Is that like is that supposed to be some type of detriment
to the fact that we don't know that like something that's super key to the battle system?
It's not.
You don't think that's important?
We know enough to fight with
it. Yeah, we know enough. We know people.
Luffy knows enough to fight with it, but we don't know a damn thing.
You said we don't know a damn thing.
Say it again.
I'm over exaggerating.
I mean, we're still learning about it. Like,
so it's like, let me use this point against you guys. So we're saying that Hunter x Hunter in 370 something chapters, we haven't learned enough to blah blah blah. In One Piece, in double the chapters, we probably know like less.
Okay, but we didn't learn about hockey until what, chapter 500?
But that isn't that pointing out the flaws in the system then?
No,
but we know this because the world building better.
That's not a flaw because the main character started using Nin at the beginning of the series. Nin is literally the main power scheme in Hunter x Hunter.
Not at the beginning.
Hockey is, dude. He used it in the freaking in the Heaven's Arena arc. That's the second arc of the series.
That's the second arc of the story.
That's the third arc of the series.
Okay, third fucking arc besides the Zoldyck family thing. That's what 6 chapters or 6 episodes?
I mean, I was just fucking with you, man.
What I'm saying is
he's not invited to the comedy.
Nin was used at the beginning, right? The hockey was not used at the beginning. We got devil fruits.
But we got Logias though. But we got Logias though.
No, dude, we got hockey at the beginning, but we didn't know what it was.
That's the point. Why would we not know hockey?
No.
How can you introduce like someone like Smoker, right? Early.
Okay.
And you don't introduce a way to beat Smoker until like what you said, chapter 500?
Because Smoker didn't get beaten.
So that's just a different way to tell the story. What do you mean?
Smoker didn't get
beaten. So wait, you're saying that's a different way to tell the story. But it's like
Smoker didn't get beaten, Brago. He didn't get beat.
That's my point though. You don't introduce a way to beat Smoker until the end, until like after the time skip. And so now it's like a lot of discussions like, well, if Luffy had hockey, would he have been able to beat Smoker?
Hold up. This is kind of the thing though. I don't give a fuck what Oda says. That dude's a fucking liar. This story was intended to be like long as fuck, and it was kind of drawn like that.
And let's not talk about Marineford and hockey used there.
Like Oda was intended to fucking show us all of these things like piece by piece throughout the entire story, and he kind of built it like that throughout.
Hold on a second. What do you mean? Let's not talk about hockey use on Marineford. Throughout Marineford, or most of the times. Or I'm not even going to say most of the times, but in very distinct moments, whenever hockey was being used, we kind of got a clue about it. For instance, whenever Kizaru kicked Luffy, Luffy's like, yo, why does his kick hurt me?
Wow.
Then let's see. Akainu, whenever he got attacked by Jozu and Marco, you guys are hockey users. Then what'd you say?
I think that's kind of Brago's point.
Here's the thing. How did Aokiji evade Whitebeard?
What do you mean? How did he evade him?
Yeah, when Whitebeard stabbed him with hockey.
I'm assuming he did it pretty much the same way that Katakuri did.
When did we find out about Katakuri?
Right now.
Almost 900 chapters in.
That's
okay. Why would we find out about listen? Why would we find out about a power scheme that the main character can't use?
It's not just all about the main character,
dude. But the difference between Nin and Haki, that the correlation that you're trying to make right now, Brago, is that whenever, for one, Nin is the main power scheme in Hunter x Hunter.
One could argue Haki is as well.
Okay, hold up.
No, it's not.
I feel like I have to interrupt because
it's not the main power scheme because everybody doesn't have Haki.
But I mean,
everybody does have Haki. It's just that
I feel
everybody
like this conversation is like a really bad comparison though, because like if you compare Haki, or if you're comparing One Piece to fucking Hunter x Hunter by how fast they reveal things, like I don't know, I just feel like that's
not just fast, not just how fast they reveal things.
And then there's another thing with the fucking narrator. Like dude, Togashi's use of the narrator is fucking oversaturated as all hell.
I don't think it
is.
And
I know that y'all.
I feel like some of the things are so complex. It's like if it's not explained, we don't understand what's going on.
Dude, you can explain something without there being a fucking narrator to say.
Oh, you know what? You're right, Matt. Luffy did explain to Katakuri what his powers were without a narrator.
bro, you gotta stop.
Like, that's not Mochi.
Hunter x Hunter all the time.
Wait, when?
Like when Krabka explained his chains to the dude
after he was captured.
Could you imagine
that's
how cool
simple.
this fight would be if we had a narrator telling us step by step what was going on, bro? Like Katakuri is using Haki like at 15% efficiency. Like,
bro, you can't.
Can you imagine how dope that would be?
You can't tell me that narrator shit is not oversaturated, bro.
It was at a certain point in Chimera, but that was the only point where I got tired of it.
Throughout the whole fucking series, dude. Every time.
That's a Brago, bro. Didn't Castro sit there and explain his like fucking Nen to Hisoka?
Dude, that is lazy writing.
After Hisoka figured it out.
When you look at it, that's lazy writing.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
No. Hisoka told him exactly what it was.
When you write more words,
that's lazy writing. He could have just not confirmed it.
No, he didn't confirm it. He didn't say anything.
Yeah,
then Hisoka took him out.
He flexed and made a double in front of him. Like, yeah, that's right.
No. The thing, he changed his fighting style because Hisoka was figured out his new fighting style.
Do y'all agree or not that the use of the narrator, the overuse of the narrator, is a little fucking lazy?
Lazy?
Nah, I don't think it's lazy.
Bro, that's lazy as shit.
Okay, hold on. But like, here are your two options. Like, when we're comparing it to One Piece, I don't think it's that lazy because it's like, what's more lazy, having a narrator or being like, you'll never be able to defeat my Mochi powers. I can see into the future and block every one of your attacks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the way that Oda gets around it is by fucking having the characters say what their powers are.
I mean, Hisoka did that with Goto. He like walked up and was like, "Yeah, my bungee gum."
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying in general, like, I hate that shit about shonen in general, where it's like fucking.
I feel like the way it is in One Piece is like not only do they share their powers with one another, but also Oda keeps it ambiguous, so you can't really ask too many questions because you don't even know what to base it off of.
Nah, I mean, you guys are right. Where it's like it's hard to compare to Hunter and One Piece because it's just like it's a different way to tell the story.
Yeah, but, I enjoy both the stories. I still think One Piece is just overall better because, like I said earlier, like One Piece just keeps you like it's I don't know, man. When you're invested this much into One Piece, like Oda really would have to fuck up for me to stop wanting to
like coming from my perspective, like I'm not like a big Hunter x Hunter fan. Like I don't really like I haven't like reread this series, not that you guys have, but one of the differences that for me is like immersion and like emotional attachment to characters is kind of like a big distinction between the series. Whenever I was reading through Hunter x Hunter, I never really felt that much attached to any of the characters.
That's kind of true.
You have been with One Piece longer.
I don't know. I felt attached to going to Killua.
I really liked Hisoka.
I mean, like, yeah, but like there were some, but like if you're on the scale, like I don't know. For me, like I know some people like think it's heresy, but like I literally stopped reading Hunter x Hunter for like 2 or 3 years because I disliked the Chimera arc that much.
Wouldn't you like
I don't know. I've never really had that experience in another manga.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's my opinion, but like
you're entitled to your opinion.
Like also, like attached to the characters, like I don't know, predominantly Killua and Gon.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like there is some, but I feel like there's not enough to the point where you can compare it to One Piece in terms of you
Wait,
can't
but
characters.
were you reading Hunter x Hunter week to week, like during the Chimerian arc? Is that
No.
what it
I
was?
was like catching up on the series.
Anybody
okay.
that was reading that shit week to
Damn.
week, bro, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, same.
Because
I can understand why you dropped it.
And then like, dude, listen, man.
That was
there's like Togashi is a little lazy when it comes to like the writing, bro. Like that Rose shit. I'm sorry, bro. That is like one of the worst things ever.
The what?
The Rose.
Diminution
The
Rose.
Rose.
Man, I thought that was beautiful, man. I thought that was beautiful.
Bruh.
I mean, I don't understand how he
Yo.
fit a bomb that size into his body, but
Dude, what made that shit so bad is that literally the fight with the king is happening, right? And then there's a hiatus for like 6 months or something. And then the chapter that he comes back is a fucking Rose. And it's like, bruh, are you serious? Like you couldn't think of any fucking other way to kill the king except that way.
Okay, I guess I could. Well, even then though,
Wait, say that again, Matt. Say that
actually, I
again,
thought
Matt.
that was pretty
I
clever.
don't think that was
Wait.
was like a something he just pulled out of his ass. Like, okay,
Listen.
got the rolls to kill Meruem because that still wasn't enough to defeat him. He got
it wasn't
healed.
enough.
He got healed by Oh yeah, that's right, because he did end up dying from it. So,
But I mean, like, it's better than like some friendship power up than he got punched to death.
But the thing is, this was like showing the power of humanity, though.
yeah, I was about to get to that.
Dude, I'm saying the execution, how it was done.
I think it was beautiful, Matt.
Like for real, bro. Especially in the anime.
Dude, I'm saying when you put it into context, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you put it into context, as far as how he did it, dude, the nigga went on hiatus for like damn near a year, came back. The chapter that he came back is boom. Here you go. Here's the Rose. And it's like, bruh, are you serious? Like, you couldn't think of any other way to kill the king except for that. So
How else do you? I don't know. Like with the king and how overpowered he was.
I mean, you can make the same argument about Big Mom.
I mean, all you gotta
what do you
do is
mean?
be like,
What do you mean make the same argument about Big Mom?
Listen, the king.
Devil's leg.
The
Come on,
king.
bro. Come on. Come on, bro.
That gets me every time.
Like Devil's leg. You gotta come with something better than that, bro.
No. Like, you're like, oh man, how is they gonna deal with Big Mom? He's like, just make her a cake.
You want to know what the difference is. You want to know what the difference is. And so look, this is the difference, right? So when I complain or when I voice my opinions about the bullshit conveniences in Whole Cake Island, everybody wants to come out and crucify me. Now, you don't. Now the thing is though, is that Big Mom's not going to be defeated by fucking cake.
It hasn't happened yet, so I guess we can't complain about it.
Bro, she's not.
What do you mean
gonna be
defeated? She ain't gonna fall, or
no? She's not gonna fall from that fucking cake. The cake is not gonna be why she dies or why she fucking.
Okay, but like when you say that, do you mean like there's no chance that like it knocks her out for a bit and they escape, or you just like what do you mean by that?
No, I didn't say that. Obviously,
okay,
that's what everyone's saying.
I think that's what Devil Leg was saying. I don't think he's saying the cake was gonna kill her.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's the conclusion. It's how they get past the villain or whatever.
Dude, the thing is though is that fits the context of this whole arc. The like it might be bullshit, but it fits the context of the arc. Yeah. It fits the trope. Like, dude, Big Mom is a greedy fat bitch who eats.
But Meruem and the humanity thing that fits the context of that arc.
I think that fit the context of Chimerian. It was like humans versus ants.
And showing how humans are.
It was showing the power of human ingenuity over just primal instinct.
Bro, how pissed would you guys be if like they're about to fucking give the cake to Big Mom and it gets like fucking destroyed and we get like 20 more chapters of this fucking arc?
It's an actual possibility.
It
it's a possibility because like in the previous chapter, like in the recent chapter, Oda actually went through the trouble of actually showing a side effect of what eating the cake does, which I didn't think he would do until someone actually ate the cake. That was important, but like the chef ate it. We saw it. So
I feel like the cake is actually 100% gonna do something to Big Mom just because of the fact that like I feel like that was a foreshadowing when the chef was like, "Oh, Sanji poisoned the cake," and then the fucking guy like went like, "Oh, it's so good."
I see people saying that we hate One Piece now because we're saying Hunter x Hunter has certain things that we prefer. Like, come on, really? Come on, guys.
They must have low opinions of Hunter x Hunter.
I mean, I don't know. I suppose so. But both are great. I
mean, I don't know. I think it was half and half though. There was like a lot of fucking. I saw Or in the chat like, fucking. you're all One Piece fanboys. Hunter x Hunter for the win. And I don't know. I think it's half and half.
Possibly. Like I said, they're both great. They're both great.
Yeah,
both like tremendously.
Yo, I'm not even trying to criticize Hunter x Hunter. This is fucking.
It was devil's leg. It was devil's leg.
These niggas in the chat, bro. These niggas in the chat. Like, I'm not even trying to criticize Hunter x Hunter.
It was devil's
Bro,
leg.
Bro, did I literally not say that if Hunter x Hunter was consistent, it'd be better than One Piece?
Matt did say that. Matt did say that.
I think I fucking said that.
Yeah, you did.
These niggas in the chat fucking listen to what the fuck they want to hear.
I don't disagree with that.
But I say this, man.
These niggas are stupid.
Crollo, Hisoka, like Hunter x Hunter is some of the best characters.
Oh, yo, what do you think the best shonen arc ever was?
Oh,
the best shonen arc.
Dark Sasuke retrieval arc.
The what?
I think it's Soul Society for me. Personally.
Okay, wait.
Dark
Can
Tournament.
we marginalize this just a little bit? Like, just
that's a lot to go through.
Can we narrow this down to like
the past 10 years?
A couple of shonen.
Okay,
because this is hard.
The big four plus Hunter x Hunter, and
the big four. What the hell is that?
Big three plus Dragon Ball. Fuck off.
Devil's like was ready to pounce, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, the big three plus Dragon Ball, and then Hunter x Hunter. I guess those 5.
Oh shit.
Let's see. Tuning exam is up there. I think York New is up there. Chimera Ant. Frieza Saga. That's up there. Or Cell. I prefer Cell Saga over Frieza, to be honest.
For me, it's Soul Society.
It varies from people.
Yeah. Frieza, that was kind of.
Some people think fucking was the Naruto arc the fucking first one? What was it called? The tuning exam.
The waves.
The land of the wave was Zabuza.
Zabuza?
No,
that shit was fire.
I thought it said a tuning exam. I mean, Zabuza thing was great. That was great.
That shit was fire.
I say Cell Saga, the Cell games. I don't know. Yeah. Cell games.
Okay. So I would say Shishio arc, or the Kyoto arc from
that's a good arc.
From Rurouni Kenshin. That is fire. The Dark Tournament. Yeah, bro. I think the Dark Tournament is like shitting on like a lot of arcs. Like,
wait, what is the Dark Tournament from?
Yu.
Show. The best anime ever.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Not the best anime ever. Bro.
Okay, but if we're just keeping it to the big 3 and then like Dragon Ball, you got to put the Red Ribbon Army in there.
Nah, get the fuck out of
here. You're crazy, bro. That shit was beautiful.
I'm thinking if we like do a vote, it would be Cell games.
Nah, bro, Pain arc.
Really?
The Pain
Cell
arc
games?
was fucking.
I feel like
people hate the Pain arc because of the ending.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't give a fuck what the people think, nigga. I'm talking about me.
But this is the Pain arc was good.
You guys really think the Cell Saga was better than the Boo Saga? I feel like the Boo Saga was so fucking epic.
Bro, the Cell Saga
People
was
hate the
shitting on the Boo Saga.
Yeah, Cell games oh my gosh.
I feel like Kid Boo and fucking Super Boo or whatever the fuck his name is were like.
Someone says Soul Society.
Yeah.
Soul Society is like the best beginning arc in like shonen.
I agree. I agree with that. I don't know. Any One Piece arcs?
Ines Lobby.
Water 7
Sabaody.
I think Sabaody.
Nah, but like the thing, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. One Piece is tough because it's like you gotta know shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. One Piece doesn't really have that many like good.
But then it's like with these, we have to assume everyone's like the story.
Wait, what did you just say?
Wait, what the hell?
What? Fight me, bro.
Wait, what did Fruit say?
Compared to the other,
there's no good standalone arcs compared to
the other series. Come on,
bro. You can put Sabaody literally next to any arc.
I don't know.
And it like
I disagree. I think the good thing about One Piece is like its consistency over long periods of time. Like when you look at like singular arcs, like a lot of series have like singular arcs that are like way better than a lot of One Piece arcs.
You said I was a cynical One Piece reader, bro.
I mean, here's the thing. Like I would say this. Initially, we said a bunch of arcs, and no One Piece arcs were included in like the arcs we were mentioning. That's
Well, that's because I think that a lot of I don't know. Like I said, I think that other series have like really good arcs, but like like Bleach is the perfect example. Like I think Soul Society is the best arc out of all the arcs, but I think that its other arcs are pretty trash.
That should have been the only arc in the entire series.
Soul Society is the best arc in Bleach, bar none.
Yeah, it's not even close.
And what really fucked up Bleach, I think we talked about this before, is arc placement. If the Fullbringer arc would have came after the Soul Society arc, it would have been so much better.
It would have been fine. Yeah. I don't know. That's a discussion. Just to think about like the best arcs in like shonen history. Because I think, I don't know. I'm thinking it's the Cell games, just overall.
Dude, the thing I fucking hated about the Cell saga though was like, dude, it was so dumb. They're like, we can kill you now, and then Cell's just like fucking weasels, like, oh no, let me live.
That's Vegeta's pride. Though.
Yeah, it was so dumb to be honest, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, the Kyoto arc and the dark tournament, like, bro, those things right there,
fundamental. Like, what about York New?
Yeah, York New is there.
We need more tournament arcs, man.
More
please no.
It's the Kyoto arc.
Boku no Hero just gave us a tournament arc.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Does Black Clover have a tournament arc?
Rurouni Kenshin.
It does. I don't know. Well, I don't know because it's like it's kind of weird.
Fire, bro. Like Rurouni Kenshin. Oh my god, that.
Rurouni Kenshin is good until like the Shishu arc should have ended there. It kind of got bad after.
Yo, somebody kicked this dude.
It did, dude.
Ooh.
It's just like Bleach. It's just like Yu Hakusho.
Oh,
after
man.
Togoro,
I would not stand for that shit. I would not stand for that shit.
Yeah,
we're just gonna end that right there.
Right.
Wait, what are we talking about right now?
All right,
this dude just said that after the Kyoto arc that Rurouni Kenshin got bad. I'm done.
It did.
Yo, I just gotta laugh at that, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyways,
Rurouni Kenshin can maintain its quality for me throughout. Kenshin was amazing. Kenshin was amazing.
Yeah, thank you, Zoro. The Shogun assassination, like what?
Completely overhyped.
Like, bruh. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but Black Clover tournament arc.
That's probably the most blasphemous thing I've heard like throughout this whole stream. I'm sorry, man. Like that,
about the tournament of power. That's a good arc.
Shogun assassination arc
I
was
agree,
for me
Devil.
because I used to be a huge King Recon fan back in the day, and he literally would never shut the fuck up about the Shogun assassination arc. And then when I watched it, I was
talking about from Gintama?
I was expecting
no spoilers, please. No spoilers.
I was expecting it to be like the greatest thing that my eyes have ever seen, and then
he would never shut the fuck up. Hey, shout out to Recon, man. This nigga.
Yeah, shout out King Recon.
Shout out to King Recon. I haven't seen. I've seen, like I said, I haven't watched Gintama, so I don't know.
Well, I think his favorite manga is Gintama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Hunter Hunter. Is it Hunter Hunter? Jing was like his profile picture for a while. I don't know. I think it is Gintama though. I've heard a lot about the Shogun assassination arc.
I'm pretty sure Gintama is like his favorite manga, bro.
Possibly. That's on my list to watch as well. That's
like 35% sure.
I wouldn't watch Gintama. I would read it.
How about Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan, as far as like.
Fuck Attack on Titan.
Whoa.
That is the most overhyped shit ever. Oh
is
my
it?
god.
Attack on Titan was good, bro.
Yeah, Attack on Titan was pretty good.
That was good.
Overhyped.
Overhyped how?
It can be good, but it's still overhyped.
I think it's worth the
Everything's overhyped though. That's like irrelevant.
Nah, man. Attack on Titan.
What do you mean? What?
Attack on Titan was literally like, bro, I can't even deal.
Oh, so like, what sense are you saying? Like, it was overhyped? Yeah, like everything is literally overhyped. It's way easier to overhype something than it is to undermine it.
I don't think it's fair to say that everything is overhyped. Because it's
when you have fans of a series and like a series is hot, it's obviously going to be overhyped. That's what happens. Like with every like standalone series that gets like hot, like Attack on Titan. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was overhyped.
Yeah. Okay. First off, Matt, how far are you in Kingdom?
Chapter 60. I just got there today.
Oh,
This
okay.
nigga's
I thought you were.
nowhere.
No,
All right, listen, man. Don't let these fucking people fool you. The Coalition arc is not as good as people make it out to be. It's
Wow.
It's a good arc. It's a good arc.
Dude,
It's a great art, actually. But
This is the thing with me. This is the thing with me, Fruit. I listen to what people say, but I go in with my own expectations on shit. So, like, I'm not gonna let them dude. Same thing with My Hero Academia. I didn't start reading My Hero Academia until like that shit started happening, like chapter 90. So I'm just. I don't take into the hype. I formulate my own shit. And that's why I'm taking my time with Kingdom, because I don't want to expect something from it. And be
Say
like,
fuck you, Fruit. We call Dragon Ball trash. Damn, Fruit said Shogun Assassination Arc is the most overhyped piece of shit ever. He said Coalition Arc is not nearly as good as people think.
I forgot an arc to say as far as like a really good shonen arc. The Cooking Festival from Toriko was like 10 out of 10. It was great.
I don't know, man. I'm not that far in Toriko.
I never read Toriko.
I don't know. Maybe it is, but from what I've read the manga, so I'll reserve judgment for that. But yeah, streamed a little longer than I wanted to today. But
yeah,
Don't you
I was gonna go to sleep like 2 hours ago, bro. But
Fuck,
this was too much fun, bro.
fuck.
I got so many laughs at the fucking. You can't be fucking serious. You don't like this fucking arc? Are you kidding me?
Man, I'm gonna finish Gurren Lagann by next week, bro. I'm gonna finish.
No, Brago, look, I got one better for you. Have you watched Code Geass?
Yes, I have.
Have you watched Full Metal
Code
Alchemist
Geass is
Brotherhood?
fucking amazing. Holy shit, that is actually a good ass story.
Have you watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Yes, I have.
Do you remember Code Geass?
Some of it. From what I remember, it was good.
For everyone in the chat, I like Code Geass. Code Geass is fucking
amazing. Honestly, I would rather you go do a rewatch of Code Geass before you do a full watch of Gurren Lagann.
I mean, I've seen Code Geass. I'd rather like do Gurren Lagann.
Code Geass is like straight fire, bro. But that third season that they're making, fuck that shit.
Code Geass had some fucking weird ass shit in the ending of like I was like, where the fuck is the story going? But like up until that point, amazing.
Fruit.
Excuse me.
Yeah, like I said, Gurren Lagann. I'm gonna try to watch it. See how it plays out.
Bro, y'all can't lie. The ending of Code Geass was fucking weird.
No spoilers,
There's a lot of
please.
things in Code Geass that were weird, but
Yeah, people, I've watched Haikyuu. Haikyuu's great. Haikyuu's amazing, actually. If you haven't watched Haikyuu, go watch Haikyuu.
Gets his braces off 2019.
Damn, Fruit.
these niggas don't know about that Haikyuu greatness, man. Just let them stay asleep.
Yeah, Domino Ace, as Zoro was saying, one day. I don't know, man. I just don't like baseball, but I didn't like volleyball, so maybe.
Yo, we them boys won World Series, son.
I can guarantee you that I never watched a fucking a match of fucking men's volleyball before I watched Haikyuu.
I watch women's volleyball.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, those ladies out there playing volleyball, man.
So athletic.
They always happen to be so thick, man.
It's crazy.
It's like a requirement. It's like the coach. Like check them out, with the ruler smacking them on the thighs, and they put the
You're watching too much porn, dog.
Yeah, I'm like, this nigga watching some fucking porn plots. Some porn or some hentai plot there.
Say, man, that's the plot is important.
I suppose. Is plot really important in porn, bro?
Yeah. What you mean?
Yeah, man.
That's how you get into it.
It wasn't weird for rewatching.
Okay.
Dude said it wasn't weird for rewatching now that you're older. Dog, I watched that series like 6 months ago.
Wait, Steve, so you need like a story behind it to like get behind.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
You talk about the best hentai plots of all time.
Shouts out to Son of Kureha. He said the Samurai Champloo, the Baseball Blues episode. That's like literally the best episode of the series. But
Didn't One Piece have a volleyball episode?
Yeah, Samurai Champloo was fucking
Not an
overrated.
episode. It was like
Special?
5-minute short.
Wait.
What the fuck did you just say, Froob?
Red fruit's out of here.
I said samurai shampoo is overrated.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Like the stream, people. Like the stream.
I mean, that might be true, huh?
Subscribe.
Oh,
if you have not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
platinum porn is important, bro.
Don't subscribe to this fucker. Everybody unsubscribe.
No chapter next week, guys. So I don't know. We probably do something next week.
You can't just have Cherokee coming out there making the ass clap. It's got to be a reason.
Yo, where do all these mods come from? Who the fuck is Calendar Lampbat? Is that someone that changed their name? Who the fuck is that?
That's oh boy, I forgot his name. Lampshade.
Lamp hat.
What was his name? He was in a few streams, like a few in a row.
Yeah. He had the gun. I think he had the gun. He had the gun in there.
I think he said he was like in the drive-through.
Yo, bro.
He was at the grocery store trying to get some food. One day, I think.
Fuck you right now, bro. Hated nigga, bro. You're like
they're gonna come at you, bro. As soon as you say something about One Piece, they're gonna come at you, bro. They're gonna fact check the fuck out of you.
You're still down. You're still down the levels, man. Yo,
he did not get a scratch on his cheek.
You guys don't sub to me. Don't sub to me. I don't even fucking make consistent content.
Like the stream. Shout out to these guys for coming through. It's like 3 a.m. where I am.
Yeah, we them boys.
We them
Oh,
boys.
man, I need to get a fucking glass of water. My throat's dry as fuck.
Talking all that bullshit. I'm talking all that shit.